It's astonishing.
You're live.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Near Mint Condition, a channel where you can be part of a positive, honest community and lay claim to some comic book knowledge. And I'm the Astonishing Melanie, and the star of the channel.
It's Melanie.
No.
Oh, me. Hi. This is the Uncanny Omar. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
And we're Omni.
We are Omni.
Look, what's my explosion noise?
That sounds like a fart. Like a fart that's not even trying. This is our Saturday morning chat. We're doing things a little bit different here. We've got multi-monitors.
Dual fighting monitors.
And we have a brand new camera. Thank you so much. This is all possible because of our Patreons.
Yes. So
if you're a Patreon, and thank you all. And even if you can't join the Patreon, we understand. But it's just a wonderful way to support the channel. And
yeah, thank you so much. And let us know. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Is it crooked? Are the colors good? The balance? Okay, We've been messing with it all week.
Maybe we can troubleshoot later. But
Okay.
Right now, let's just have some fun. Everybody's in here.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, our shirts. We haven't worn these in a while.
It has been a while. Yeah, it has been a while.
Well, look, the colors are more vibrant now that we've got this camera. Yeah. All right. Let me just show. Let me do this. Put out! Look at that! With my camera, I can pan and zoom. Whoa! Oh, look. We got a picture back there. Who sent that to you, baby?
That was Aaron G, and I'm going to give him a shout out here on the show. Okay. My gosh, the traits look awesome in the background. Cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. Cool. Yeah, so thank you all. You have way too much control. I don't know if I like you having control over the camera.
It's an app on your phone, too. Ooh, I wonder if we can fight.
I'm too busy with the chat to talk to them and not, play with the phone. Yeah, we'd love to know where everybody's from. And as you put that down, the Astonishing Melanie is going to show some of the pictures we got through the internets, through email.
Sure.
So if you ever want
if
you ever want to email us some pictures, we have email where you can yeah, what's up, Eric? Good to see you here, man. It's my buddy, Eric.
Hi, Hannah.
Hey, Hannah. We have an email where people can send us our email if you want to.
Okay.
Show needs that. That is our email right there, nearmintcon@gmail.com. In case you live overseas, because we know it's expensive for postage and you want to send us some artwork. By all means, we love showing it off. So, Astonishing Melanie, would you do us the honors, please, of showing off the artwork?
All right. First of all,
it's my buddy.
Matthew.
Oh, yes, Matt. Here.
I never can say his last name.
Mangy.
Matthew Mangy is going to be doing this as a giveaway on Twitter. Oh, I can't remember his Twitter handle. Shoot. That would probably be.
We'll put it in the description of the video. Unless
he's wondering if people opinion.
He wants it either. Do you think it should be inked or do you think it should be left with pencils? And I think those pencils are gorgeous. That is a beautiful picture.
Too.
I don't know. I kind of wish because this is a giveaway on his Twitter, and we'll put that in the description of the video. Unless he's here, like I said.
You can tell us what your handle is. This is from our buddy Arthur.
What's up, Arthur?
And we did not get to show these last week.
No, we didn't.
So we're always, I like the color on that one. We're always encouraging him every week with his practice. He is improving. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. Hashtag let the great darkness begin.
Whoa.
One did. I can't read it.
No one disrespects.
Oh, there we go. I can't read.
No one.
Good job, Arthur.
I said it.
Oh, drat. I didn't get the name. We've got dual screens. No, but we only have one mouse. I was going to say I can look it up. Somebody sent this in some fan art. And I apologize for not having the name. And
we'll look it up and give them credit here in a second.
Yeah. Oh, I can use my phone. Okay.
Yeah.
And look at that. I love it. I printed it out and put it in my classroom.
She did. She put it in the classroom. Yeah. That's awesome.
So thank you guys so much.
And we'll look at the artist name here in a second. So here, let me take this and you take a look at the artist. So yes. No offense, Omar, but you look like they had to call in the SEAL Team 6 to get you. Dude, I had a hard time getting up this morning. I've been reading a lot and staying up late. So
lots of people are saying leave it as is. A couple of people I think are saying inked.
Okay. Needs ink, pencils. I'd like to send you guys some stuff. Email us, man. Get Scott Williams to ink it. That's not fair. Like, Scott Williams can always make it look like his artwork. Hannah's saying, I love it with pencils. Omar, how long would it take to read my entire collection? Depends on how fast of a reader you are, and do you read the caption boxes? Quite a while, honestly. I'll be honest, quite a while. Goatee's looking fresh. There's my buddy, Dying Breed Collectors, which I'm going to give a shout out here in a little bit.
Yeah, you look great on this camera.
Just on the camera.
Amazing. In fact, I'm not wearing makeup. I'm like, oh, I don't need to wear makeup.
You don't ever need to wear makeup, though. I've
well,
always told you
it was just so bright. I'm like, oh,
you're
take this off.
Yeah. Melanie, please remind me to take pictures of Bruce for Bruce. He wanted pictures of some of the stuff that I'm contemplating on selling.
Micah is the artist.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I got tanked last night. I still made it. Thank you so much.
Good job. Good for you.
I'm assuming a minimum of 5 years nonstop. Man, yeah, it'll take some time. There are some heavy readers. As a matter of fact, I'm contemplating on, I do hidden gems every month. For the month of May, I really want to focus on one particular series that I love that I don't hear anybody talk about, except for Liam Sharp, the comic book artist from England. And I assume that's how you say his names. Saludos from Puerto Rico. But I love this series. It's so underrated. It is some of the most gorgeous artwork, and I hardly hear anybody talk about it. When I did my first book tour, I talked about it a little bit. So that was 3 or 4 years ago. But I think it's time that I highlight the entire series to show you guys. These are all still available too, the books I'm going to be talking about.
Alicia should take over the channel. She did such a good job. And obviously I couldn't see her sitting in my lap, but she would just go and just sit there, and then she wiggle, and then she pose.
She's been gunning for my job. Morning, dudes and dudettes. Omar, what microphone are you using, man? I just bought a Shure SM7B. Every time I see SM and B and 7, I think of Super Mario Brothers 7. But that might be dyslexia. For my upcoming interview this week. Yeah, you got to interview. Who you interviewing, dude? Why don't you tell people who you're interviewing on your channel? I think they'll be all psyched up. I'm using, this is just one of the, what are these? The Yeti. I think it's just a Yeti. It's the one that I'm using for this particular, the Yeti Blue is what I'm using. Which is what a lot of podcasters and what a lot of YouTubers use. I may need to upgrade. I think it's time to upgrade here this year. It's a wonderful
Phil Collins' son.
Nick Collins.
Billy Collins.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So check out his channel, Kyle Davis, or maybe you could put in the chat what day, what time.
Yeah. Virtuous Comments is saying, Professor O and Melanie,
Thanks.
your shirts look awesome. Thank you so much.
Maybe
hey, y'all.
Ourselves.
We did not. Hey, y'all. Omar, do you think they will make a Dark Knight's Omnibus? I think they will. I know Snyder has hinted at making that they were going to do a Dark Knight's Omnibus, and then maybe they were just waiting for Dark Knight's Metal for him to wrap up all that storyline. So, dude, okay, no spoilers, but I was kind of hoping Mortal Kombat would have been better too. I watched it with my oldest daughter yesterday.
I was asleep.
Now, the violence and fatalities and all that was pretty fun. I like Kano. I think he stole the show. Anybody else that watched it or the movie? But yeah, it was just.
Did it have an amazing soundtrack?
They remixed the song at the end, which whatever.
Oh. Well.
No, there's no such. The original one has the best soundtrack. 10th anniversary, yeah, probably.
Somebody said that the Wolverine, a Wolverine Omni is going for $1,400.
I'll go back to that, but I wanted to hit this up. Dear Dirty Delicious Omar, that was my dancing name back in the day. Since you're collecting Marvel Legends but sticking to only X-Men, have you been able to pick up Dupe? If not, how can you sleep at night? I haven't been able to pick up Dupe because Dupe. What's funny is I used to have a bunch of those and I sold them all. And Dupe was the one that came with Deadpool, if I'm not mistaken. But I know that he goes pretty cheap on eBay, so I'll probably pick one up. I can't sleep at night. You're right, which is why I'm always tired. That's my secret. I'm always tired.
Baby.
Hey, Omar, what do you do for a living? Well, the samurai, this is what I do for a living now. I am a YouTube teen sensation.
You got 5 probably. They don't do their work and they're watching.
I'm a YouTube teen sensation. No, this is seriously. Last year, I lost my job after 20 years of being in IT, and that was in June. And I try to, get back into IT, and it was just a bad time. And it's a bad time for everybody to try to find a job during the pandemic. So I decided, maybe I put all my love and focus into this and see where it takes me. And it's been going wonderful so far. With the help of YouTube ad revenue, which isn't the greatest, but Patreon is amazing.
So again, if you just hopped on, thank you to our patrons for this camera. That's awesome. And we have to have dual screens so that we can put the camera correctly.
Yeah, it looks really weird, not like being grainy. Like it looks weird to see my face the way.
Ashley, I saw Wolverine Volume 1 on eBay.
Australian
for $1,400.
People are crazy. That book is being restocked. Hey, and speaking of restock, since I have so many of you all here, I've got all the numbers for the reprint. Every single one of the numbers. I've got so I'm gonna do, instead of doing top 10, I'm gonna do a top 20. And a big thank you and much love to Louise and Jim, who helped me out with that tremendously. They did all the heavy lifting. I'm just, the announcing guy. And I sent that list over to Marvel last week. So get ready. Maybe. Maybe not. What some things may be reprinted. At end of the day, though, I always like to stress the fact that it's up to them. Last year we got 10 out of the 11 books that were on the list. So this year, I'm gonna send them 20 and we'll see what happens.
Do you know what day next week you'll announce it?
Probably on Tuesday. I'll probably announce it on Tuesday.
We plan things out on Sundays, so
yeah. I will announce it on Tuesday. So keep an eye on the channel. I've got my X-Men Reading Order Part 4 to work on. I've got Criminal and
how
some
many parts
manga.
are there?
Don't do this to me. I don't know. I'm playing it by ear. Honestly, the way that I wrote it out was 9, and I'm trying to condense them down to like 6 or 7. There's a lot. See, what happens with X-Men, oh my gosh, I'm going to get in, is that, it starts off simple, Uncanny, and then I'm not even talking about spin-off series like New Mutants or Excalibur unless there's a crossover. But what happens is that in the 90s, adjectiveless X-Men came in, and they were like, oh, cool, this is working. And then they started adding so many series, and then we had all new the Marvel Now era, the Regenesis era, all these eras where they kick-started X-Men again with a number 1. And not only that, but they kept adding titles. Astonishing X-Men, adjectiveless X-Men became New X-Men, New X-Men became adjectiveless X-Men again. Then they actually had a new X-Men title, and then adjectiveless X-Men became X-Men Legacy, and it's so confusing. So
sounds like a tongue twister.
But if I have it all in my head, the thing is, like, I've got it all in my head, and now to make a video of it is a different story. So it's been a lot of fun, a lot of rereading.
And that's where Alicia, our youngest daughter, gets her nickname, Adjectiveless. We all got X-Men nicknames except Lydia. She just wanted Miss Lydia
from Miss Marvel.
So
don't call it a comeback. There's my buddy. This is a good face to see on the chat. Good morning to everyone from sunny.
Oh, good, sunny.
Oh, almost read that as Alderon. I said, man, you better watch out. The Death Star's coming after you. Ontario. Anyone on DCUO? I'm going to make a near mint Legends League pending Omar's blessings. You have my blessings. I don't even know what that means. Doc Zandros, message me in the game.
What's DCUO?
I don't know.
DC Universe Online?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's our buddy Mad Dog. Hey. What's up, man? Let's get those likes up. Smash the thumbs up. Thanks,
Marcus, buddy. I had the chat playing yesterday at work, and I kept having to put the sound off because you guys were cussing. Which, of course, go ahead, but yeah.
Hey, Gabriel, I have read Age of Ultron versus Marvel Zombies. I have.
Yeah, Jaggernaut saying thanks.
Yeah,
sorry.
Big thanks to Luis and Jim, both of them. Yeah, Aaron, thank you. So, we got a super chat. Let me get this really quick.
Gil's Nerdy Verse, I subbed yesterday, so I'm going to check it out this weekend.
Omar, do you know why the Thunderbolts Omnibus went up for purchase on IST yesterday and not on Tuesday? There was a delay from Diamond distribution. So there was a delay in shipping out some of the packages. I know that Cheap Graphic Novels got some of theirs, and I don't know if this is going to be everything for Cheap Graphic Novels and IST. They could get another restock later on. So just keep an eye out on their websites. But yeah, Diamond came late and the books went out late. So hopefully it'll all be fixed and people are getting the books now.
Mm-hmm. Tony, hi, Uncanny Omar / Melanie. Where did you get those awesome shirts?
This lady bought them.
Well, let me tell you, I got them from oh wait, where did I get them from?
Oh my gosh.
Public Tea? What's the one where they draw chibi-sized characters?
T-Turtle.
T-Turtle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But we are not sponsored by T-Turtle. We are sponsored by Spreadshop. Check it out. At some point, I will get the affiliate link so that you can, if you're interested in printing your own stuff just for fun, even if it's not for like to sell, you just buy it yourself. I'll eventually have that once they email me back.
It is pretty fun to go in there and create your own stuff too. So we got other ideas that we're working on for our t-shirts, mugs,
so,
onesies.
Don't go to what's the name again?
T-Turtle. You're the worst sponsor.
Oh no, Ibsy, it's blocking messages for no reason. I can't.
Let me see what's going on. I'll go in there.
Okay, I'm not good at.
I got you.
Dual wielding a phone and the chat.
This is different though because I have to do two things.
Well, you're on the top chat. You're not on the live chat.
Oh, thanks, boss. That'll work. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube sometimes auto blocks things that they think is raunchy. I don't know.
When they're not. Like the word naked.
What?
Like it would. I don't know. Would it block that?
Hey, Omar, Batman Loves Comics. I know you are. You excited for Scott Snyder Volume 2? I sure as hell am. I'm glad that they included The Last Night in there, which I kind of thought they were going to when I was doing an overview of that. Very shocked that they did. Honestly, well, never mind. I try to keep this chat positive, but the way the collected editions department is running over there, I don't know if any of you noticed or not, but usually the way with solicitations, especially if you're new to solicitations and the way they work. So I get early access to Marvel solicitations, and that's a wonderful thing. We love doing a live show on that. And I get my buddy Mad Dog to join me, and then a couple of other YouTubers that I think
DJ Kicks is going to join.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I asked him to join. That I think have wonderful personalities and need a bunch of love, like on their channel. You know, people that check out their channel. So I get those from Marvel, and they come early, and I get them about a couple of weeks before anybody else does. From DC, I had it worked out with Hank, who was the kind of like their David Gabriel over there, that I would get access for 24 hours before anybody else did. Cool. And the way that it worked was usually DC had their solicits out on a Tuesday a week before Marvel did. And everybody just got the solicitations yesterday. Like I got it at like 8:47 while I was doing the show with Amanda. And I was like, well, I get to make a video late at night. So I still did it because I know a lot of people really enjoy those videos. And I was like, what's the point? I mean, everybody's going to have access to it tomorrow. But I was like, I'll just put it up earlier, like at 7. And that whole, like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're doing new things, if they're experimenting with new ideas. But that catalog is a nightmare for anybody that ever has to put it together. It's not like Marvel. I'm sure you all see it, the Marvel. That is the way Marvel puts it together for us. You have the picture, you have the content, you have the price, ISBN, everything you need. DC's comes in 4 different files now, and you have to go in there and try to decipher yourself what the covers are. They used to separate the collected editions covers, and now they put it all in one giant folder.
I didn't know that.
And you have to go in there and go, okay, I guess that's the cover to Flashpoint. Yeah, it's not the easiest thing to navigate through, but hey, at least we're getting it.
We got a couple super chats. Thank you, guys. Let's answer this question first. Oh, that's an awesome picture. How does book distribution work? I'm a little confused by it.
Which part, Goody? Which part of the book distribution? Like the differences between book and direct market? Book distribution, how do I put it? Like they have an automatic system to put in orders, to put in pre-orders. So patchwork or part.
Oh yeah, people have
Gold
been
balls.
testing. Dick Tracy, Dick Grayson.
So like Amazon already has enough books set aside that they're gonna order, like Usagi Yojimbo, right? Let's use that. The Usagi Yojimbo saga. Which I heard back from my contact at Dark Horse about that, by the way, and I'll talk about that here in a second. Dark Horse said, based on the algorithm, that the last book that they sold featuring either a rabbit, this is crazy, but this is the way that the system works, a rabbit or Usagi Yojimbo or a manga or something, they take all that, put it together, and this is an automatic system that says, okay, we're going to order 300 copies of this based on the sales of all these books, which is crazy. Whereas the direct market system, you put in an order, that's the order they put in. So they're like, okay, I'm sorry, who was it? Goody. Goody wants to order Usagi Yojimbo Volume 1. They put it into the system. Diamond gets that order. That's one book that is reserved for you. Whereas it's like the Wild West for the book market. And especially when there's limited editions of books that are coming out, such as the case of Usagi Yojimbo. This has been a nightmare right now for anybody that's been trying to get this. The Criminal. And I'll talk about why it's very similar to what's happening to Usagi Yojimbo, except these aren't limited. And what I wanted to say, and I'm sorry, we'll get to the super chats here in a second, is that Dark Horse got back to me, and a lot of the books, they didn't specify which ones are really stuck in the Suez Canal. You know how we joked about that a couple of weeks ago, like, oh, there's a bunch of comics down there. There's for real stuck in the Suez Canal from Dark Horse. I don't know about Image, and I don't know what books.
The Panama Canal.
She said Suez Canal.
Oh, okay.
But I thought it was Panama too. Anyway, it's stuck in the canal. And I don't know which books, though. And I don't know exactly how much of the books. But she did say there's a bunch stuck there. So thank you all for asking.
Oh, well, how about really quick, though, since you showed that. Thank you to Aaron G.
Oh, yeah.
For sending it.
This is, well, that was Dying Breed Collectors. So big shout out to Aaron G. Knows that I'm a big fan of Jock and art books. So he sent me this awesome art book. I haven't opened it up yet. I was going to do it on my haul. So this is very cool. Not only that, and he sent me this awesome picture of me as Nightwing.
Isn't that awesome?
What up? What up? And what meant to me the most was the letter that he sent me. I love handwritten letters and reading about them. And
I do too.
And it's just wonderful. You know, it was a nice night. Like, to me, the letters mean a lot. Sometimes, and no offense to the picture or the book, but to me, the letters mean so much to like that. It
you
really
appreciate
hits me.
it in a different way.
Yeah, it hits me.
Yeah.
I keep every single one of those.
So Dying Breed Collector sent you.
Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a second, but let's get some super chats. Hey, I just started Kingdom Come, and oh my God, I love Mark Waid's writing, right? Especially when he incorporates spirituality in that artwork by Alex Ross.
Thank you.
Please tell me you have the Absolute Edition, man, because that is the way to read that amazing story. I think we have 2 more super chats after that. We have one before that. Okay, which Doctor Strange omnibuses do you see Marvel potentially collecting or reprinting with the new movie coming out soon? Mario, you're going to be very happy, but that's all I can say right now. Because I can't speculate, because I know. Remember when I said something about a PhD? I'm bouncing back and forth because I'm looking at 2 screens. I'm sorry about that. But they coming. That's all I can say. Stay tuned. There'll be more announcements. We got, as a matter of fact, I do have an announcement already that I had to postpone until tomorrow. I think we do have like early access on our Patreon, but I had to postpone that one until tomorrow because of the way that DC just said, here's your stuff. And I was like, well, I can't release 3 videos in one day, especially an announcement video like that. So we'll see.
Oh, and hey, I found out yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not receiving notifications, even though you're you hit that button, if we put out more than 3 videos within 24 hours, you will not be notified of the 4th. And that's what happened to sometimes. So
I'm a busy guy. Sometimes I put out 3 videos. I'm sorry, guys.
Right, because we need to get that Kickstarter video out because for Bjorn the Little Viking.
Oh, absolutely, and everybody should be checking that out anyway. Ben Bender's, that's a cute little book.
Thank
Omar,
you, Joe Player.
Mm-hmm.
Omar, it's time you tell the people what they want to know. Are you wearing boxers under the suit in your announcement videos? We demand answers.
Do you all want me to stand up? Like, I've seriously thought about standing up. I'm like, look, I'm wearing pants. I'm not wearing boxers or briefs or going commando. I'm wearing pants. Like, I take it seriously, man. Remember, honestly, 100% like that, you know, doing YouTube full time is a different type of beast than having a full-time job, right? This is like owning your own business, and it is owning your own business. So I take it seriously. Like, I'm like, I write out things I'm going to do. I write out ideas I have. A lot of them come from you all, which you wonderful people send ideas my way. Like the beginner's guide, that was all you. You guys were like, Omar, I really need help with this. And I'm like, I've been getting a lot of questions about this. I need to make a video. Make it easier for everybody. But wearing the suit is, I wear a suit to go to meetings and stuff at work. So this was like, I get to put on a suit again. So this is my way of like, not defining success, but just like I still have a normal job. And actually my job kicks ass. This is what I get to do.
It does.
I can't, like, I'm not downplaying it at all. It is an amazing job and you all make it amazing.
All right, I'm trying out just clicking on comments while you talk.
Hi, guys. Hope your weekend was good. Just sat out in the garden getting a tan and watching this while the UK has a bit of sun. Well, you enjoy that sun.
We had some freaking
snow this week.
If the people from Kentucky are in here, like, it's so weird to see cut grass and, that spring green on the sidewalk next to the snow on the ground. That was weird.
Gotcha. Okay. Thanks for the clarification. Yeah, and if you ever have any questions about this stuff, please leave them in the comments. Sometimes it does get a little bit confusing with some of the, not terminology, but what happens exactly behind the scenes. And then sometimes there's just delays. Click on Jeff, if you don't mind. Suez Canal got blocked for a week. It looks like books were printed in China. They would be shipped on that route. If books were printed in China, they would have been shipped on that route. Thank you for clarifying. So it was, and then Matt Miranda. There's my buddy Matt. Dude, Great Lake Omni Bros for life. That's my buddy. Omar coming. I just thought I'd throw that out at you. Your videos make me smile. Keep up the great work, guys. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
You all make us smile.
What makes Criminal so good? Oh, man. I'll save it for the video. But it is so good. It is so good. It's top Ed Brubaker. It's the noir story that he's been wanting to tell. It's based on all these, like, if you like crime noir stories, not just from, like there's a Robert Mitchum story that he borrowed heavily from. And what was it? Oh my gosh, came out in 1989. Anyway, I'll do an overview of it. It's a lot of fun. It's great. It's gritty. It's dark. It's violent, but I mean, it is called Criminal for a reason.
Oh, Matt's gonna read Berserk. Yes.
Yeah. Good journey.
Good journey.
Omar, quick question: which X-Men stories that we have not seen on screen yet, either at Fox Movies or The Gifted? I like that you threw The Gifted in there. And click on Joe. That punk. Yeah, Robert Mitchum, the actor, Mega Shrimmer. Trimser. Do you want to see adapted in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Okay, you answer that. I got that up.
There's a lot. I want to see a buddy cop comedy kind of style after the X-Men died, with Banshee and Forge refusing to believe the X-Men are dead. Those were some of my favorite X-Men stories.
Wow, that's a good answer.
Banshee and Forge just going on a road trip, refusing to believe that Storm is dead along with the X-Men. I'd love to see that. Man, there's so many good ones that they could adapt. I think everybody wants to see an Age of Apocalypse storyline, but I think that will come later, or a House of M type of story. That will definitely come after the mutants are first introduced in the MCU and you kind of get to know them well. I think God Loves, Man Kills could be done better without the use of like mixing it with Weapon X. I love X-Men 2. It's my favorite X-Men movie. Well, I don't know. Days of Future Past was solid too. But I think it could have been adapted just as a angry preacher instead of mixing it with elements of Weapon X. So, yeah, I like to see that. It's my favorite. Astonishing X-Men. That's a good one. Like the first 6 issues story arc. I love that. We have a super sticker.
Thank you, Cooper Scott. I'm going to pretend that it's a cat eating food. That's really lame.
What?
Okay. Ibsy, can you read it, Donnie Mark? Okay, if I see it. And
Joe was did you highlight Joe's comment?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
I knew I was forgetting something.
Yeah, Joe.
Have you backed the
There it is.
X-Men United Kickstarter?
Did you back the X-Men? I have not. I'm gonna do it this weekend because they keep adding little figures. Now, Joe, you know those little figures are not painted. I'm gonna have to try to hire somebody to paint my figures for me as an X-Men guy. I can't have unpainted figures, man.
Yeah, he's not gonna paint it. He gave his gallery. What's his name?
Oh my gosh!
Gallery from
Japan to Tina.
Slayers.
Yeah.
Anime. He gave it to Tina to paint, and she still has
5 years ago. I'm still waiting. She's painted the sword.
5 years? I thought it was longer.
6 years ago.
Okay.
Wow. Hey, what's up, Rich? Omar, how much do you love Silas Grant? Do you think Marvel should put out a Thor Volume 4 Omni to revive interest in this amazing character? Is that your sneaky way of asking me if they should? I tell you what, if that Volume 1 reprint sells, you can bet that we'll have a Volume 2 reprint, a Volume 3, which I think is still in stock, and definitely a Volume 4. Absolutely. You know, because one thing about Omnis now is like we're in a different time. This isn't 2 years ago. Just 2 years ago, if you had told me that we were going to get a Volume 4 of Uncanny X-Men, a Volume 4 of Fantastic Four, a Volume 5 of Spider-Man, a Volume 5 of Spider-Man, which is the best-selling omnibus. Like the pre-orders are amazing for that book. A Volume 5. Remember when I first started the channel and I talked about how they don't like putting numbers on books? They like to call them Spider-Man by Roger Stern. Yeah, it's different. Now it's like, oh, we can put a Volume 5 and 6 on a spine. That's a game changer. And on top of that, they realize that not everybody's buying every book. There are people that only collect Spider-Man. There are only people that collect X-Men. There's people that only collect Excalibur. Which is why sometimes people are like, oh, why are they double dipping? Because believe it or not, there are only people that are going to get that Peter David X Factor omnibus. And Marvel realized that. And when they realized that, that's when we're getting all these omnis. So, I mean, it's you guys. You guys are buying the books. So it's wonderful.
Keeper forgot to put his comment in the super chat.
Oh,
it was not a cat eating food. Omar, what do you think the odds of Superman
Don't say that.
of tomorrow ending up on the list of dead trade lines?
It's scary because we haven't had a solicitation for a Volume 3. And I feel like Cooper, exactly like you, I feel like it's going to end up with the Superman Blue, when he became the Blue Lightning Superman. It's going to end up being left somewhere and forgotten. And I hate that because this is DC's chance to do a Marvel epic type of line. And they keep they don't put enough into it, man. Like The Flash Volume 2, the era of William Messner Loebs has been pulled from the catalog. Still not back in. I hope they add it just with like Teen Titans Omnibus Volume 6. Hi, Omar. Can you do a video on how to read the entire criminal storyline in chronological order for the confused ones like myself? It is simply just the deluxe editions, Volumes 1 to 3, and Cruel Summer. Yeah. Cruel Summer works I think it's like a 3.5. So, yeah, I mean, I don't mind, but there's really not a lot. He hasn't finished it yet either. Or, I'm sorry, they haven't finished it because it's both of them that are doing it.
So let me click on the super chat. But first, some people have been asking about the reprint polls results.
Yep.
He is planning on Tuesday.
Tuesday, everybody. Mm-hmm. I'll announce it. Marvel already has the list, and I can't say anything. Good journey. A big fan of Chris Claremont.
Super chat.
Oh, and by the way, I'm doing top 20, not top 10.
Of
the reprint list. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. It was decided.
Wow.
Or I decided.
Well,
Yeah.
that's big news. You just like threw it in, and they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way."
Yeah, I'm not doing top 10. I'm doing top 20. There were a lot of votes.
Wow! How many votes do you know?
Over 3,700 votes, and unique votes at that.
Cool.
Remember when I said like IPs, 35 IPs? I'm gonna delete some of these. You know, if you got your grandma on there, and you got your mom, and your sister, and your brother, like I'm like, okay, I'll let some slide, but 35, that's a little much. Can't get the whole office to do it. A big fan of Chris Claremont and the Uncanny X-Men. Are there any other Marvel hero comics that are nearly as good or even better that I could collect? Go new. To me, like there's certain type of team books that I love. Kurt Busiek's run on Avengers, New Teen Titans by Marv Wolfman, and I am not kidding. I know I put this out there, but man, New Warriors by Fabian Nicieza. I'm serious. I stick to that. I love New Warriors. I think New Warriors is a book that should be on everybody's shelf. That is, to me, some of the greatest superhero stories that I don't hear enough people talk about. And I think in about 10 years, people will probably see that and regard it as like the new Teen Titans by Marv Wolfman. And then they'll be like, why did Fabian Nicieza leave the book? We wanted more. It's solid, man.
Ian got excited today as my local Disney store in UK had an X-Men display. Not seen anything like that since the 90s.
That's awesome.
That's cool. Thank you, Jose. Omar, can you map Road to Onslaught Omni and Onslaught Aftermath Omnibus?
Do you want that in a Road to Map My X? Because yeah, we can do that. Right now we're trying to figure out a date to do the
Explain what Map My X is.
Map My X is
that's what it is. Okay.
No, it's a segment I have on the channel where I get some of my really good friends, my buddy Peter M from Crushing Crisis. He has his own YouTube videos. He has his own reading order. Phenomenal, wonderful human being.
That's what Jose meant. Mm-hmm.
And then Odfel, who's a cosplayer, but gosh, he's so knowledgeable about this stuff for somebody that is that young. Riley, the Omnibus collector. We get together and we sit a roundtable discussion about, okay, if Marvel gave us permission to map these books, let's map it out. And how many pages, what kind of extras. We even pick covers. It's a lot of fun. It's a live chat. We do it once a month. And we've done Wolverine Volume 3. We've done Uncanny X-Men Volume 5, even though I think it's going to be 2 volumes. And we've done Excalibur's Volumes 3 and 4. And our next one, I think, will be out in May when we can get together, is the Colin Yost years of X-Force. So including Messiah Complex and things like that. And
he is on point. He just goes. He is focused, concentrated, because last time I was enjoying myself on the chat, if you know what I mean.
I wasn't even paying attention to the chat.
Yeah, it was like...
Because I come, it's awesome because Riley has stuff written down. Peter comes at it because he's already done this mapping.
Very
professional, wearing a suit. Odfel is ready. Like she knows this stuff. She's writing. She wrote things down. Me, I'm like, I'm wing it. I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's go ahead. But I have to stay focused, right? Because I'm like, I take it seriously. I'm like, what if Marvel did put me in charge of mapping this book? I have to pick the cover. The covers is what sells. Like it's important things like that. But thank you for asking. It's a lot of fun, man.
Okay, well, here's another X-Men question. Who wanted to get into New Mutants? Any suggestions on where to start with their modern iteration?
Yeah, check out D'Annunzio and Phillips' run was okay. Honestly, Zeb Wells' run is pretty solid. It's a pretty good modernization. Not modernization because it is the same characters, but check that out. That's been collected in complete collection. So absolutely recommend that one, Zeb Wells' run.
Thank you, Kyle. People's OCD has taken over numbered spine game with Omnis. People need to complete the set to make their shelf look normal. Hugs and kisses.
Right. That's why I had to get this. I'm so OCD. I'm one of those guilty people. I'm like, I have a volume 3 that looks like this. My volumes 2 from Icon is not cutting it.
I think I'm not OCD about that. Yeah, it's not pretty, but I just wouldn't pay attention. Hey, here's Aaron G that sent us the picture and sent you that Jock's book.
Yeah.
So my little dream world where Moon Knight gets fully collected in Omni format. Would you rather see the Mark Spector run start out as Moon Knight Volume 3 or start
Mark Spector Volume 1?
Start over as Mark Spector Volume 1.
Where I feel like Uncanny X-Men, Amazing Spider-Man, Fantastic Four have the power, that title power to keep going with a volume 1, 2, and 3. I feel like Moon Knight would do better in smaller segments, like, you know, also collecting like the modern run would be like the Charlie Houston run, and then the Warren Ellis, Cullen Bunn run, things like that. Yeah, absolutely.
There's so many good questions. I'm trying to.
You want me to take over for a minute?
Oh no, no! I want this one because it's for me.
Oh my gosh!
Thank you, The Collector. Just want to give a shout out to Melanie. You've been doing great, and you're a great addition to the channel. Thank you.
She really is. She's
a lot of fun making friends, and
she's the piece that's been missing from the channel. Seriously, she's been amazing, taking over, just, you know, doing segments, pushing me to do better. Don't do that again. I said don't do it again. You know, pushing me to make better content, and it's been a lot of fun. You know, it's been a lot of fun to have.
I wear a lot of hats, and
I'm not gonna lie though, we do get into some disputes here, so behind the scenes, for some of the Patreons that have seen some of those behind the scenes. That's for real how it is. There's a lot of not safe for work language being dropped by my wife, where everybody's like, "Oh, she's so pure and innocent."
What?
So here dropping F-bombs like.
You watch the Ask Me Anythings. You're not pure and innocent.
I think people know that. Happy Saturday, y'all. Omar, any chance you'd be able to do an interview with someone from IST, TOW, DCBS? They've been a lot worse recently. Man, I can always reach out. Yeah, I can reach out. I can reach out and see if they want to. I'm pretty sure they've been so swamped that they're going to say no.
I'm going to get a piece of paper and write these things down. I'm not going to remember.
She doesn't rewatch the episodes. Y'all heard that. Like, she's not rewatching this.
Watch it.
Top 20. My book might have a chance. Was it Tomb of Dracula? Because I'm telling you right now, didn't happen, man. Uncanny Poppy. Do you know about the Hickman X-Men Omnibus? Yes. I talked a little bit about this last week. They did end up replacing the X-Men by Jonathan Hickman OHC that I got to announce a couple of months ago with an omnibus, adding the giant size stuff and then wrapping up his run on X-Men. And I think it's a done deal. I think last week was like, maybe they're going to do it. I think it's going to happen. Now, does that mean, are we ever going to get ever a Dawn of X Omnibus series? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, can I tease you guys? Yeah. Give me a second. Let me see what it is. Number 20 is. I don't mind doing that.
I'll explain. Uncanny Poppy is from our latest video with our daughter. If I'm around my daughters, I call him Poppy because that's just what parents do, I suppose, or at least me. No, other people do it too. And I think it's funny within the video how she is, you can see how Lacey's like me. She cracks herself up over doing something silly. And she's like you because
she's loud.
Oh, yeah, no, not as much of video. She's argumentative. Wait, did she argue on the video? Probably would cut it out. Okay.
All right. So number 20, since I love you all, and you're here on Saturday with me, chilling. Number 20 is X-Men. Gosh dang it, I just had it. X-Men Avengers Onslaught Omnibus is number 20 on the list. So
this is a request, right? It's not a guarantee reprint.
Yeah, this is absolutely
Marvel as people want this.
Yeah. End of day, Marvel gets to make the decisions whether they, reprint any from our list or whether they reprint their own. And sometimes a little both. So
let's get the next super chat and then see what people think about that announcement. Number 20.
We got a DJ T.
Thank you.
Did you do a sticker or did you have a question, DJ? Thank you for the sticker. We can't for some reason show it on here because StreamYard is so weird. Maybe try out Streamlabs is what my buddy Gio. Big shout out to a Week in Geekdom. Wonderful guy. Great channel.
Very smart.
Very smarter than me. That's Melanie's that's his little blurb. Smarter than Omar. GM Omar, our great reprint omnibus hero. Empire Omnibus. Should I bother? Is it that bad? Haven't read anything. I like aspects of Empire. I thought the artwork is solid. It kind of reminds me a lot of Stuart Eminem, who Chitty was one of the artists, Pepe Larraz is one of the artists, and it's got that feel of House and Powers of X. As far as the story, I think it means a lot more to you if you had read earlier issues of Avengers, like the Korvac saga, the Celestial Madonna saga, knowing who the Katati are to begin with, because a lot of people were confused as to who the Katati were. They had them confused with the Broccoli people that Dark Phoenix blew up. Y'all remember the Broccoli people? think you do. But I thought it was enjoyable. You know, there are parts that I'm like, eh, and then other parts I'm like, okay, cool. And things I didn't see coming.
Omar, by no means am I a professional mini painter, but I do paint minis from miniature games. If you get the Marvel thing and want them painted, maybe we could work something out.
We could work something out.
Yeah. Hey, Glenn 2K12.
What's up, buddy?
We are good. Melanie is there for all the teenage boys. What does that mean?
Yeah, probably.
Because you
I'm
are
the teenage sensation.
Oh, thank you, William.
Oh, look, there's people talking about you. I agree. Melanie was a great addition.
Oh, Phil, I couldn't. Yeah, you said that about being starstruck, and I'm so bad. I'm watching it during work, and I was talking to a student, so I couldn't respond. And then I had to mute it because, you know, language. It's Free Fridays. It's just a tradition that we just hang out. Please don't judge me. Oh my goodness. Okay, what Mega, and then what do people think of this announcement? Just wanted to thank you for the books again and ask a question. If I pick up the Hickman X-Men Omni, do I get all the Hickman material published?
Not New Mutants. Not the New Mutants stuff that he wrote. That might be a separate oversized hardcover. I don't know how they'll map that though.
Okay, I'm not really seeing anybody's reaction. Wanting to know 21.
I thought about that. So I think for our Patreon, since they like numbers, I was gonna do the entire list and just leave it on our Patreon, so everybody can see where they voted, how close to Dracula was.
Okay, I'm trying to find DJT super chat messed up, and now is this the question from the super chat, Ipsy?
Let me answer this really quick.
Okay.
Why are they publishing the X-Men by Hickman Omni, and why is there a Hellfire Gala hardcover in $75, less pages than House of... I think isn't the Gala a gallery edition, like a bigger book?
Gala?
It's Gala, right? Hey, you've been in the Gala? I'm not fancy enough to ever been invited to a gala.
Tomato.
Is it short for gallery?
Oh, like I don't know. I just thought it's a fancy party.
Dude, we go to fancy like plays in the park, and we take what is that cheese we take? Remember, fancy people were making fun of us because we took wine and screw the tiny little bottles of wine that you unscrew that have a screw top. And
Laughing Cow cheese.
Laughing Cow cheese with crackers.
That's so good.
That's how fancy we do when we go to plays in the park. With saltine crackers, baby. And people had the audacity to make fun of me and my wife.
Okay, so did you answer that? I don't remember that story.
I think it's the gala edition is going to be bigger.
Oh goodness, I'm starting to get lost.
Here, let me take over for a little bit. Gala is the next big X-Men event, and it's pronounced. Yeah, thank you, Michael, for always being there to help.
Swiss?
No, not even Swiss cheese. Laughing Cow cheese, which is mass-produced here in the state of Kentucky and probably does not have any
DJT
cheese.
says this right here.
The Gala collects the entire June Hickman X-Line issues. Okay.
So that must have been his question.
But I thought it was a gallery edition that was coming out. Is it just a straight-up hardcover? I may have to ask about that one.
Yeah, you take... Oh, hey! Click on Matt. Even though we haven't talked about this yet.
Yeah, so...
Somebody suggested... Did you read that email this morning?
Mm-mm.
About... I'm going to put you on the spot, sorry. About having, like, an option to just a one-time $25 tier. And...
Well, how would we do that if, like, first come, first serve? Then people would have to wait a month. I was thinking about opening up 2 or 3 more slots and then doing a rotation, like people signing up and then doing a rotating thing like every month. I know it's like I didn't.
How would we?
I don't know. We can talk about that behind the scenes, but I honestly did not expect it to go that well to sell out. I really didn't feel like people wanted to talk to me, which it's wonderful and it's been a blessing. And I'm having a blast with everybody, like talking about mapping books or whatever they want to talk about. It's really cool. And it's honestly therapeutic, not just for them, but for me. Because where I do this full time, where I do YouTube full time, I don't have that interaction with human beings throughout the day. Adults, my daughters, yes. But you know what I mean? Like it's different talking to my kids than it is talking to coworkers. And since I don't have any coworkers, I have you all, and it's been wonderful. Okay, so can you DJT?
So we did answer the question.
Okay. So it does collect planet size. So it is the next event. But for some reason, I had it stuck in my head that it was going to be, what's it called? A gallery edition, just because of the artwork that's in there.
Okay, so let me mention two things. A couple of people have asked for an interview with Reed Comics. So if Reed Comics is still in the chat.
Yeah, Simon, I'll reach out to him.
I wrote it down. Secondly, asking for do a poll with the DC series next. So we love DC too. It's just that Omar does not have the connection.
But I'm going to. I decided I'm going to, and I'm going to send it over to.
Well, who knew?
Well, no, I'm going to send it over to Clark, whatever he decides to do with the list, or put me in the spam email, or whatever he does with my emails. It's up to him. But at least I'm trying. And so, I remember I thought about it, and I was like, no, because it's discouraging to be ignored. But you know what? Screw it. I'm still going to do it. It's your all's voices. And if I'm going to speak for the masses, then I might as well do it and still send it over. We could still get rejected, which who cares? We tried, right? And that's it. If
well, look at you. That's why I respect you, because I was thinking, well, they're not going to listen, so why do it?
Screw them. Even if they don't listen, then that's their loss. Whatever.
Yeah. So that's why.
Dude, Brother Doug.
I respect you.
Click on Brother Doug for a second.
Doug.
Brother Doug.
Where? There you are.
How come you don't read Valiant Comics? Dude, Valiant Comics is my, Sins of the Father. It's my, this is what my daughters will talk about, by the way, when I say Sins of the Father. It's my one thing I did not get, into. I love original Valiant, but it's one corner of the universe of comics that I didn't touch, because I'm like, oh man, some of those books are out of print. And you all know how crazy they go when they go out of print. So my buddy Lloyd, I don't know if he still watches the Saturday chat, was so kind enough to send me a Bloodshot #1 trade paperback. And I was like, man, this was so nice. And I never got around to reading, and I felt like crap. So that's something that I want to fix, that I really do want to get into. So thank you so much for bringing that up. That's why I haven't. So
Rebel by Design says, Omar, we're already talking about it on Discord. Where are you at?
Dude, I'm an old man. I don't even know how this. Y'all should have seen my wife making fun of me when I'm trying to figure out the Discord. So we have a tier.
I did not make fun of you. It took me forever to figure it out.
We have
what are you talking about?
We have a tier on Patreon where
it's $5 and up. It's just including all the tiers.
Because they talk about the advanced solicitations or the advanced videos that I put on the channel. So I can't even get in there, man. I was trying to get in. I'm like, you know what? Screw it.
I just forgot.
I don't care. Whatever. I'll join them when I can. Love your Hulk reading orders. Think Marvel will rush out an Immortal Hulk Omnibus. You know, the rumor for a little bit, thank you, by the way, for the super chat. The rumor for a while was that they were going to... was it Joe Bennett that said that we're working up to issue 50? And then they said, no, we're going to keep going. So I think... once they have a definitive stopping point, that will be our Immortal Hulk Omnibus, whether it's 1 or 2 omnis mapped out. At this point, if they go past 50, we're going to have to get 2. So, yeah.
People are saying, way to go, Omar, and thank you, and fighting the good fight.
Oh, yeah, of course.
The good fight.
Is that a song?
Yeah.
Is it a Christian song?
Yeah. It probably we won't get demonetized.
they don't look for Christian music. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
Keenan. Can we please talk to David about Ron Lim Silver Surfer Omnibus? Brother, I know. There's so many books. So this month, a couple things are going to happen in May. One of them is my personal list of most wanted every year. And honestly, I skipped last year because I was doing other type of videos. But every year I like to do my top, last year I did my top 30, I think, X-Men. But I think I'm going to cut down to 20. So I'm going to do my top 20 most wanted Marvel Omnis that I want. No volumes 2 or 3 or 4. I think I'll save that for another video. I'll do my top 20 X-Men Omnis that I want and top 20 DC Omnis that I want. Maybe even do a top 10 just Batman Omnis. But the other thing I'm going to say is I'm working with Tigereyes, Josh, who's nice enough to reach out to us and said, hey, would you like to announce, they do it every year. As soon as he has that like people get to vote on their most wanted Marvel Omnis over in the Marvel Masterworks, but I think you just email him what you want. So I'll be working with him on that and then announcing the video of the poll. I think it's a lot of fun. That way everybody chimes in and it's like, hey, we'd love to see this. And I'll put that on the channel. Whenever I'll share the link or the email address where you can send in your vote whenever he gets that over to me. So very excited for that.
Hey, Gabriel.
What's up, buddy? How you doing? Do you have any of the Star? I got rid of my Star Wars original Marvel years, as well as the UK collection a few years ago. So, yeah.
And thank you for the super chats,
CB.
Do you think or know if any possible future Spider-Man Omnis will collect content collected in other Omnis, such as Spider-Man versus Venom, Spider-Man by McFarlane Michelini, etc., or will those Omnis content always remain separate?
I think this is the same case as X-Men, because there's no way they can collect Maximum Carnage if they ever do a Spider-Man David Michelini omnibus. Spider-Man by David Michelini and Bagley omnibus. It's just too much. There's a lot in there, so I think it will remain in that in the Venom versus Spider-Man. As there are some things that you'll be double dipping with in the sorry, I'm losing my in the McFarlane. I'm looking at the screen like you can see me. In the Spider-Man McFarlane omnibus, because that is the beginning of the Venom omnibus, right? Venomnibus kicks off with Lethal Protector, but Spider-Man versus Venom does have those earlier stories collected, and it feels more like a Venom story, and it also collects the introduction of Carnage too.
All right. Hey, Project Viking, is that the song? They're from Montreal. I don't know band names.
She does
the
not.
names of songs. I just know the words. So probably. Oh, Jose said we missed his last super chat. Here, let me give you a question to answer while I look. And
sure.
That is. Wait, what's this? Answer that question.
What do you think of the thing where DC has fans voting for new books? We can do that too, but I don't.
Oh, I mean, is that something?
Does somebody
DC's
do that?
Doing?
Dude, join the Squid. Dude, join the Discord. As soon as I figure it out.
No.
Can I get one of you young mentees to help me out?
Blink NL didn't know there was a Discord. Yeah, I meant to post that on YouTube, and I forgot. Yeah, that's now with extra Discord flavor. So if you're in the $5 tier and up, you get it. You just gotta go sign up.
Unless you're
side,
me.
Right hand side of the page. Scroll down.
I got that one.
You did? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I got that one. So really quick while she's doing that, yeah, big shout out. I'll be doing an overview of these books to my buddy at Dying Breed Collectors. You can find his shop on eBay for sending us these copies of Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips, and this is Criminal, the reprints. I'll be doing a comparison to the Marvel books, so join me for that. I'll be doing an overview of the Tower of Babel Deluxe Edition. That will come out tomorrow, as well as the announcement video. Unless you're part of our Patreon, you've already seen that announcement video. So, yeah.
They're holding votes on social media to choose new titles.
Which social media? Like, I'm thinking, yeah. If somebody can email me that or put me in touch with the person that's running that, that would be great. Or tell the person to email us at nearmancon@gmail.com, please.
Okay. Jose, did you redo? You didn't have to redo it.
Omar, do you have any contact with Marvel Digital? There's a lot of X-Men missing. Yeah, I do. Let me know. Email me what you're asking if they can add or something, and I'll be happy to let them know.
Okay. Dennis is from Peru.
What's up? Yes, Viva Peru, carajo. Omar just got Hawkeye Omni from Fraction. Did he send it to you? Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Haven't read it. Is it good? How good? No spoilers, please.
So good.
There's a little secret about the Uncanny Omar. He's not the biggest fan of that Hawkeye run, even though people really love it. So don't listen to the Uncanny Omar. It's phenomenal.
No, he's asking your opinion.
My opinion is it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. But
hey,
a lot of great artwork.
thank you for the super chat. Hey, Omar and Melanie, do you know why Batman versus Deathstroke trade is only available in German and not English? Oh.
Did it never come out in English? Is this like the Spawn thing? Are Germans bigger fans of Spawns and Deathstroke and Batman? I think it's going to be collected in the omnibus, isn't it? I think. Do you have any idea the Amazing Spider-Man? When will it be reprinted? Well, I will be going over our top 20 most wanted Marvel reprints, and you may see it on that list. Hey, Omar. Tell David Gabriel we need an Immortal Hulk Omnibus. I think he knows. I think the sales of those OHCs have been great. I think it's just a matter of knowing. Here's the thing that you have to think about really quick. In this towards anybody that's wanting something like that. That run's not finished yet. So let's say we get an omnibus, right? They print the first 40 issues. Holy crap, this is amazing. What if they only go up to issue 55? That means we have 40 issues of an omnibus, including the annual, so it could be a little bit bigger than 1,000 pages. And then what do they do with the rest of the series? See, this is what happens with Ta-Nehisi Coates' oversized hardcover. I think it only goes up to issue... I can't remember when he's leaving the book, but I think volume 2 goes up to issue 24, and I think he's leaving the book as of issue 30. So what happens is you step back and go, man, we should have waited until they decided to leave the book. So God bless you, Brian, for getting that Avengers The Crossing. I did tell people how I feel about the book, but I don't speak for everybody.
This is my other super chat comment from Jose.
Oh, thanks, man.
Uncanny Poppy and Astonishing Mommy. Aww.
Hashtag. I love the hashtags.
Oh, thank you.
So that's
new shirt idea.
So that's why sometimes they don't jump the gun, like Venom by Donny Cates. They're going the oversized hardcover route to see, how much people want these books in oversized format, and then we'll probably get an omnibus of Donny Cates, and we're probably going to get an Immortal Hulk omnibus. But I think they're waiting to see just how long that run is going to go. Gone are the years where people stick to a book like Chris Claremont did. I mean, look at Jason Aaron's Thor, for example. Jason Aaron's Thor, he ran on that book for 7 years, which is unheard of. And now they know exactly how to map out those books. We still need one more oversized hardcover for the people that have been collecting them in oversized hardcover since day one. But now they know exactly how to map out the Omnis. And I'm sure that's the other one that I get asked about. When I announced the Knights of Pendragon, people were like, where's the Jason Aaron Thor Omnibus? We know that's coming. I mean, it's just a matter of when. I have the hardcover.
Says he has it in
I thought it did come out in English.
This is a good question because you do have a story for it. Do you read Omnis on the plane?
I do. I shared it on. Was it in my Ask Me Anything, or was it in? Sorry, last week I did like 4 shows, and a couple of them were intoxicated. But I'm the guy that's on a plane, and I remember one time I was going on a plane with 2 of my Omnis, and I was flying. When I was traveling for work, I would fly business. But this particular plane was like maxed out, and I'm like, I need to get home to my family. I don't care where you put me. So they put me, of course, between 2 big dudes, and I'm the jerk that's, we're flying late at night, but I'm keeping that light on. I put my little tray down and start reading my giant omnibus. And these 2 people are trying to sleep, and I'm like, I'm sorry, man, I can't sleep on a plane, so I am reading this.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Is the description correct in saying Nancy Collins is getting restock? Okay. Yeah,
Nancy Collins is getting restock, and there's something else in the description of the video. There's another book from DC that's getting restocked. Yeah. Excalibur Omnibus Volume 1, restock or reprint? I think it will be and thank you for the super chat, buddy. I think it will be a reprint by now, because it's been gone. It sold out quick, and it went out of print quick. But since we're getting a Volume 2, a Captain Britain expanded omnibus, Knights of Pendragon, surely they know that they would they can reprint and get that book sold out again. Go to a friend, please. Okay. And then, who are you blocking?
No,
don't block him.
Why not?
It's just a silly name, but
okay.
Okay, I see. It's okay.
Sorry. Which one?
Did you block him or time him?
Yeah, well, I blocked him. Can I not unblock?
No. Here, you have to do it from. Oh my goodness, baby, it's okay. Just,
okay.
You don't have to run everything by me, but sometimes I've known people for a long time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. As long as I can find it. Let me get another question. Omar, how do you protect your omnis when traveling? Keep them in my backpack. Keep it hidden. Keep it safe. Yeah, that's what I do. There's really no styrofoam or anything I can take.
Oh, wait.
No, not you. Oh no, I can see. No, you're a good guy. She was just blocking it.
I'm sorry.
Look, now people are thinking they're blocked.
Okay, go ahead. We'll figure it out.
Gabrielle, you're 16 years old. I read that when I was. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and thanks, Ibsy.
Thank you, Ibsy. My man. I read that when I was 14, 15. I think you're fine. Yeah. There's some mature themes in Watchmen, but I think you're gonna be fine.
Okay, but no, stop.
Stop blocking people. This is what happens when you give Melanie too much power. She starts playing with the camera and starts blocking people left and right.
I will start playing
New kids on the unblock.
All right. Well, Sergeant, I'm sorry.
I told her it's just the silly name you use, but not to highlight it.
I'm on the prowl now.
What the heck does that mean?
I don't know.
Are you on Discord?
Oops, I clicked it. I'm trying to get the.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's what
Near
I
Mint Block Party shirts available soon. Yeah, Melanie's cashing in on all these things, man. The Block Panther. Oh, that's good. I like that. Are you, baby? It's okay.
Okay.
You're just joking.
Okay.
Do you think the Batman and Robin Omnibus by Peter Tomasi will get a restock?
Sergeant, he hasn't, or she hasn't talked.
It's okay, baby. Calm down. It's okay. I think it will. That book sold really well, and we had 2 printings of it. So yeah. And yes, please don't forget to hit that like button, people, and share the video. It does help with our YouTube algorithm, or Melanie will block you.
Now the person's gonna dislike.
Omar, every time. I love saying, reading Eddie's comments, by the way, like Venom.
Yes.
Like a turd in the wind. Omar,
No.
every time we buy. Turd's not a bad word.
What? No, I'm just being. I hate that line.
I know it's ridiculous, but that's why I say it.
Oh.
Omar, every time we buy an omnibus on our wish list, it's replaced with another one. How do we escape this never-ending desire to collect more?
Never-ending desire.
Now we're being demonetized. I think that. Like me, it's something else to look forward to. I have a book, and the book gets made. I have it in my hand. Like, every time I look forward to Uncanny X-Men Volume 4, everybody knows how much I look forward to that book. I got it in my hand. I read it. It was beautiful. And then I'm like, I can't wait for Volume 5. It's always a never-ending. To me, it's a beautiful thing that keeps me going. Like, cool, I got something else to look forward to. There's a book I get to announce soon that I cannot wait for. And until I have it in my hand, I will... I'll daydream about it. And it's so silly to say that, but that's the way I am.
That is not silly.
And then I'm like, well, what about the next volume? Things like that keeps me going, man. As soon as I get it. Or people just laughing about the Eddie Block.
Sergeant Papa's back. I can't highlight it, but so everything's okay.
Everything's okay, baby. Everything's okay. And Melanie,
everybody's making witty jokes.
Melanie does have a blocking fetish. Omar, did you start reading any of Infinite Frontier comics? Not yet. Not yet. 2000 AD, Judge Melanie block. Y'all are getting creative with this.
I love it.
Will Peter David's Hulk Omnis Volumes 1 and 2 get a restock? Volume 2 is getting a restock. It's in the description of this video. Volume 1 will have to get a reprint because it's been gone too long. So keep an eye out on Tuesday. Maybe you'll see it in the top 20. Block me, Amadeus. That's pretty witty, too.
Sergeant Blockers. Lonely Hearts Club. No more blocks. Okay, let me go to a comment. Or a question.
Okay.
I think you're going to have to... All right. Concentrate. Felix. When will the Criminal Deluxe come back in stock at IST?
That I don't know. IST.
He does not know.
That I don't
Next.
know.
Do you like the Lone Wolf and Cub film series? Is the manga good?
I do. I like both the
yes.
American cuts, which was called Samurai. What was the heck was it called? Samurai
Pizza Cats.
Oh my gosh, Melanie, you don't help my brain.
Samurai
It was called Samurai something, and then they finally released the original Japanese version of it and in the original language, and I thought that was an awesome deal. It was like on Blu-ray. So yes, I'm a big fan.
Oh, thanks for writing, Super Sticker.
Oh,
Look, thank you for the super sticker.
Thank you. What Patreon tier is blocked by Melanie?
Oh yeah, everyone make sure to near mint today and every day. That's going to be a merchandising at some point. Do you even near mint?
Man, that's the stuff that's in my
and
head.
Then
when
one more
I'm
new one.
Drinking.
Woo! I do not block an Alpha Omni. I would buy it.
Yeah. Oh, go to Ryan S. That book sold out quick. X Factor. Yeah, right there. X Factor Epic 3 was not on IST yesterday with the other new releases. Did it get pushed back? It was there for a few minutes and it's gone. Let me check if it's out of print though. Give me a few seconds and I'll double check.
Max, I would get up before school and watch Samurai Pizza Cats.
That's I'm more of a new Ronin Warriors kind of dude. That was my jam.
No, of course that was better.
It's a song, baby. A song.
Yes. I feel like
merchandising.
I'm saying too much.
Merchandising. Get your near conditioned toilet paper. The coloring book, which was a Transformers coloring book. Whenever you watch Spaceballs, he's holding up a Transformers coloring book and calls it a Spaceballs the coloring book. That movie's full of lies.
Wait, so did you answer the last question?
Which one was it, baby?
You were looking up something.
I was looking up. Okay. Criminal Volume 1 CGN is getting it next week. No Volume 2 yet. And let's see. Any news? The effects Marvel leaving Diamond will have prices and release dates. I can't blame you, Mel. I would have blocked that name as well.
Thanks for the super chat.
I know they're not going to discontinue the direct market covers. They're going to still do those because they love Marvel's love supporting comic book stores. I mean, if this is just Uncanny Omar's guess, if I had to guess, I think prices will probably go up just a little bit. Just based on that discount that PRH is able to offer right now, which I'm sure some of you all saw because it was released on a website, like the prices of the discounts. Free shipping, yes, but it's not a big a discount as Diamond. So, Melanie and Omar, Lone Wolf and Cub was called Shogun Assassin. Thank you so much in the English and combine the first two movies of the Japanese films. Yeah, solid series, man.
All right, I'm gonna click this and then you take control.
Yes,
ma'am. Right,
Omar, how spread out are you when it comes to the websites you use to purchase all your books? I was like 3 now, 3 or 4. If you include Amazon, or sometimes when I have to go and dig for something that's out of print everywhere, Target or Barnes and Noble, 4 or 5 a month. Yeah.
Visit cheapgraphicnovels.com.
That's our official sponsor. But Joaquin.
Wait.
How do you say it?
You don't know.
I don't know.
This was on when I did the chat with Tyler from Super Squad D. We were discussing how to pronounce this person's comic center.
Joaquin?
I said Joaquin.
Joaquin? Yeah. He's a good guy.
No, I said Joaquin.
Joaquin, that's it.
Yeah, we gotta get together. I'll write that down.
Yeah.
Wait. I got 3 on my list. One of them I forgot to write down, though.
Fate of the Phoenix and Angel of Death are gone. They're out of print right now from Diamond. So if IST doesn't have any left, check out cheapgraphicnovels.com. They're the ones, sponsor the show, and I know that they've got some.
Oh, new Spooey channel. Thanks. Thanks for watching the the comic overview live streams of Melanie, I had a lot of fun with Tyler. I think we should make it a monthly thing.
Tyler's a good guy.
He's pretty flexible and laid back, and
he can put his leg behind his head.
I think I could just say that day, hey, let's do a monthly live stream. Okay. So
I love Tyler. I give him a lot of crap, but I love him and Omni Dog. Those are my buddies.
That was the first time that you were in the chat talking.
I was editing, so I was
always me that's like in the chat talking.
I have to keep an eye on the chat.
And no, yeah, of course. You should talk to people, but it was the first time.
Shelves, do you buy them in bulk or as needed? Which companies do you like? Also, how long would it take for you two to... Oh, gosh. We're actually... we have been saving to buy a new house for 8 years.
I want to hire.
And something always happens, right? Like whether it's losing my job, switching jobs, having a kid. Something always happens that postpones. And finally, I'm like, no, we're making an executive decision. We are moving next year.
I just got lost.
I love this house. And we made a lot of memories here, but we have been here for 12 years now. No, 2006. Oh my gosh, we've been here for... I wish I could do math. 15 years? 16 years almost? But regardless,
wow.
To answer your question, as far as needed, like if I'm replacing shelves, I'm going to go and buy shelves that I'm like, oh, I need 7 shelves. Let's go and get them from IKEA. I get the Billies for my trade paperbacks, and I get the K-Lax for my Omnis. This episode is not sponsored by IKEA.
We got 3 sponsors. Okay, Spread Shop and Cheap Graphic Novels are legit. That's yeah,
I regretfully must inform you neither of you are pronouncing Joaquin's name correctly.
We sound French. Oh man. No, so yeah, we're not moving yet. Hopefully next year. I need to move my hand away from my mouth. That's what you do. And John Waffle. Omar anymore. Conan Epic's coming out this year.
Yeah, isn't Volume 3 coming out this year? I think Volume 3 is coming out.
This person's asking you.
Yeah.
You're asking back.
I'm asking my friend about it. Sorry, yes.
Hey, look, Noir Wolf. My family's excited because we're fully vaccinated and are heading to bookstores today for the first time in a year. That's
awesome,
going to be so much
fun. Go and have fun.
Spend a lot of money.
Uncanny Omar do math
Pick
someday.
impulse buys at the checkout line.
Omar, why does DC don't print and okay, hold on. Why does DC not reprint but restock their Omnis most of the time? They have a serious binding problem, as you know, and I'm waiting for them to reprint some Omnis in order to buy them with good binding. Honestly, here's the thing with DC. It's hit and miss. People complained about the absolute Swamp Thing, and if it was printed in Mexico, it was okay. If it was printed in Canada, that's where the binding issue came from. Muy bien, Mexico. Vámonos, muchachos.
What?
That was like, good job, Mexico. They beat out Canada.
I wasn't listening, so
they kick butt. But in all seriousness, it really depends on where it's printed. Now, I did hear that the restock of Batman by Scott Snyder Volume 1, that had a better binding than the first printing did. Big fan, bro. I wanted to know how and when you got interested in comics and stuff. My friends really tease me for being a comic reader and call me a nerd. What should I do? Ignore them and get better friends? Or
which, of course, is difficult to do.
Yeah, tease them back. I always give my friends crap for calling me a comic book reader. And I can't say what I say because there's kids in the chat. And I wish I could. Because it really burns them. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for the kind words. And
you know what this reminds me. This morning I was thinking about how we were in a bookstore. This was before we were married. We were dating, and these kids. Was it about Harry Potter? I don't understand how these kids could be in a bookstore and then teasing another kid about books.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
They left and you came up. You didn't mention anything about it. You just started talking to him about Harry Potter.
The kid that was getting picked on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that crap.
Like just to make a connection. You didn't even mention what had happened.
There's a difference between your friends making fun of you and teasing you than a bunch of kids bullying another kid because he's reading Harry Potter.
Oh, and you could also just have some open communication. Maybe they don't know that it's bothering you that much.
There's an idea.
Yeah, because if they're your friends, right? Like you could be like, "Hey, I really don't appreciate it. I don't like it." And even if you think shouldn't take it that seriously, like respect the fact that I do.
Yeah.
You know, and just lay off. You know what?
Go ahead.
We had that conversation.
Yeah, I always have to get intervention from my friends because I pick on them too much. I'm the jerk in the group.
Me.
With Melanie and
Years
Becca
ago.
and Amanda and Maddie and pretty much anybody that has ever come into my life. Because I love you all.
I love you because you're immature, but then you cross the line, and then I'm like, okay, no more teasing.
You know, this was about me giving him advice.
Your love by teasing.
Giving him advice.
Yeah, ask him. Do you even near mint?
Do you even near mint, dude?
Oh,
look, and honestly, with movies, the biggest movies of all time are now comic book movies. So you know where they can go.
Hey, that's what Matt said. Mm-hmm.
Tell them they have no imagination and they are bum losers. We're all nerds and proud of it, baby. Ignore the hate. And, and I will tell you this, even within the nerd circle, there's a hierarchy. There are people that will make fun of comic book readers that collect magic cards. There's people that collect magic cards that are getting made fun of by the people that play video games. It's always a hierarchy. Just, you know.
Yeah.
Just learn to ignore things or talk to them about it, like bothering you, really. Omar, I'm surprised at how many people at work are into comics and Star Wars. See, that's awesome. Because I think there's a lot more these days with the movies and just, it's out there, right? Like Hot Topic, selling geeky. When I was in high school, I remember wearing my Dragon Ball Z shirt and people were like, oh, your shirt says Dragon Balls. I was like, dude, this is one of the greatest cartoons ever made.
Yeah, people wouldn't say that nowadays, huh?
Nowadays, it's just like, oh, Dragon Ball. Yeah, whatever. That's cool. That's anime. Or they know that it's Japanese cartoons or whatever. But back in the day, dude, do you know how much crap I used to get for wearing an X-Men shirt? That was 1993.
I did. When I was in middle school, I had a Spider-Man really cool t-shirt, and I was too embarrassed to wear it.
I got so much crap, but I didn't care.
Like, right?
Yeah.
Even if if I were on a channel about, I don't know, some other topic, I wouldn't be, embarrassed to wear this. That's a good segue, if you don't mind.
What?
I would like to start a TikTok. And, to invite people to the channel, always thinking of growing. But just to have fun and do silly, creative little TikToks. I got to figure out how to do it. Because I like being creative and, of course, include you in it as well. But I also thought, here's the segue. Here's how it connects. That I appreciate the TikToks where they're like yelling at you with encouragement. Because I love yelling. And I thought, well, maybe I could do some encouragement videos too, right? About just that topic of like feeling ashamed for what you like,
Mm-hmm.
That's a segue. So
there you go. Everybody check out Melanie's TikTok.
I'll let you know. No, it's the Near Mint Condition TikTok.
Everybody check out Near Mint Condition's TikTok.
I'll let you know when I figure it out.
All right. Have you all seen, thank you, baby. Have you all seen the new Mortal Kombat? Yeah, I saw it last night with my oldest daughter. Wish I liked it more. But, I want to see a sequel. Johnny Cage.
I didn't hear it as I was falling asleep, so I guess it wasn't that rockin' of a movie. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear any booming
nothing
soundtrack.
Bumps as much as the original soundtrack, though. That original soundtrack was awesome. Melanie should do a top 10 list for comics to be taught. That's a good one. Like Mouse. I think Mouse is very important to be in a classroom. Or top 10 graphic novels you should put in a classroom. Every classroom should have. How about that? Coming from a teacher's perspective.
Write
that down. TikTok, everyone holding New Warriors Omnibus like when you see the girls jumping into different outfits. Yes, that's it. We'll pass the New Warriors Omnibus along so then everybody buys it.
I gotta figure out how to do that, though. I don't know.
My bad, making shreds or nose. Omar, like, he's thinking, I can't even figure Discord out. I can't even get into the own Discord.
Tyler from Super Squad D. Dude, he put up 2 videos and they've got like 80,000 views about how to do photography of the figures. It's a very unique topic, right? Well, anywho, we were talking, we're like, we don't really understand the TikTok culture.
Yeah.
I'm kind of seeing a lot of fighting.
Hi, I hope
but
you
in
have a
terms
wonderful life. I had a question, but people in the chat answered it. Sorry we couldn't get to it. We were talking about TikTok, Joey.
But I was in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah, but I feel like he
Joey.
was saying he was leaving, man.
Okay.
He's like, bye. Hope y'all have a wonderful
Bye,
life.
Yes.
Well, I don't think it came out that
Oh my
way.
gosh, I'm quoting one of our movies that we made.
Don't do that.
Nobody's gonna
Don't do
bye,
that.
I guess.
All right, let me see. There was a
That would be fun
message
to
that was
share.
no. I'm serious.
No, okay.
There. Okay, now we can
Keep it up. Thanks.
Thank you
for the
super sticker.
That was
Keel.
a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm looking for one that looks like there was a hidden comment that I was trying to see that we didn't miss. And Joey, if you're still there, we do get the questions. It's just sometimes they're really hard to keep up with. So, are you guys into TikTok? I don't even know what the heck it is, man.
Do you even TikTok?
Do you even? No, I don't. Photography. I'm
a
still
couple
drawing
months ago,
stuff.
I downloaded it, and sometimes I watch it when I'm bored.
Matthew, put in your Twitter handle, please, so people can help you vote. Matthew is the wonderful artist that we showed earlier, his Swamp Thing, where people were saying, should it be ink? Should it be penciled? Put in your Twitter handle, brother, so people know where to go. Hi, it's cheap graphic novels. Okay, Joey, cheap graphic novels and in-stock trays are legitimate. Yes, they're both legitimate companies. Those are the two biggest companies here in the United States to get your graphic novels cheap. So, Cheap Graphic Novels is our sponsor, but at the end of the day, you decide to buy wherever you want to.
Max works really hard. We know that.
We do know that, yeah. He was on a show a couple of times. If you want to see that interview to see how he does things. Omar, how do you expand your omnibus collection effectively? So expensive. Keep selling things. Matter of fact, I'm selling a bunch of stuff. Not just collected editions, but I'm selling a bunch of like toys and video games to keep the hobby going. Yeah. So for those asking about cheap graphic novels, both in-stock trays and cheap graphic novels, there's my buddy, ship internationally. However, it's not cheap. Cheap graphic novels does advise getting like a freight. Oh my goodness. Somebody that ships books for you, having a bunch. What's up, Andrew Kennedy? It's Jacob.
Hi, Andrew.
Whoever this is. It's good to see you, man.
It's like a shipping service. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember the name of it.
Can't remember it. We put
I'm
it
sure
in one of our
in the
videos.
chat can't remember.
Maybe Greg Arlu knew. Somebody knew. What's up, Aaron? How you doing, buddy? Say hello to your lovely wife for us, man. There's my buddy Aaron, big lover of Spider-Man, or loves Spider-Man. Don't take that out of context. I have twice as many Omnis than I would because of CGN makes them affordable. It does, man. Like, it's funny when you think about books, right? Like, when you find out that an omnibus, like, say it's $100 or $125, and the way that you see it in your head when you find out about discounted places online, you're like, you don't think I'm saving money. You think, oh, wait, that's money I can spend on another omnibus. It's never, oh, wait, I'm not going to pay $100. I'm going to pay $65. That's saving money. No, it's always the other way around. Oh, I'm not spending $100. I can spend $35 on another omnibus. That's the way my brain works.
Okay, so here's Matthew's handle. Is that what they call a handle?
Nope, that's not Matthew's handle. That's Read Comics.
No, I just clicked off of it.
Oh, okay.
Freight forwarder. Thank you.
Thank you. And this is Read Comics. So, Simon, if you ever want to be in the chat and interviewing how you do things over in the UK, we can play that.
Ship us an email.
Hey, there's a name I haven't seen for a while. What's up, River? Omar, I still need the first 2 Ghostbusters book. Will we ever get those 2 reprinted? I've got book 3. IDW told me they're never going to I'm sorry. As of this regime in IDW, they don't plan on reprinting those hardcovers. I'm sorry. So what is it? Mass Hysteria is the hardest one to find, volume 2. Big shout out to Raph, man. He actually found me a copy out in the wild and sent it to me. What's up, Vishak? Hey, Omar and Melanie. I recently got into the Terryverse thanks to you guys praising Strangers in Paradise nonstop. Fell in love with the story and brilliant art. Terry draws emotions which speaks for itself. Yeah, Strangers in Paradise is my favorite thing he's ever done. I love it. Oh, look at all these names are popping up, man. What's up, McNoodles?
McNoodles the Reaper.
McNoodles. Hey, Amanda and I have a show next Wednesday. It's we're building our own Dark Avengers team. It's a live show at 8 p.m. You should come and join, man. My Lord and Savior. I think that's blasphemous to say. Last night you said Shang Chi won't get reprinted in Omni. What's the reason for that, if you know? And should I impulse them buy? Never impulse buy anything, especially when Uncanny Omar tells you to. I've been. it's got to do with just, you know, they haven't been able to print them in many years. And if you saw like the What If collection, it leaves out What If number 16 because of a character that appeared in the pages of Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, or Master Kung Fu. So it's a licensing thing. It's kind of like Conan, right? Like when people ask, why are they printing so many Conan books? Well, we don't know how long they will hold the license for. So they're trying to get out as many books as possible. They got all the Shang Chi out. Like everything's available in omnibus format. I think there's a couple now that are out of print maybe, or a little tougher to find. And that was kind of a one-time thing for them. Conan, I think, might get restocked, but I don't know. Can you explain what a compendium is? How different is it from a deluxe edition? Compendium is just the size of a trade paperback. It's as tall as a trade paperback, but thicker. Holds about 40 to 50 issues. I'll make a video on all the different types of collected editions. I promise.
And Matthew, Tuesday, Omar is announcing the poll results.
Yep.
Or for anybody who has just joined us.
Yeah, for anybody just joining us, don't forget to hit that like button.
Yeah.
Do we know how many books will be in Transformers Phase 3? I've just read 12 of Volume 2 and 3 new ones. The World in Your Eyes, man, it's just not as good as the original Phases. I don't know how many. I think I've got it mapped out to 4 or 5. What's up, Omni? Just jumping on. Approximately 30 seconds I have between clients. Oh, thanks,
That's
buddy.
why I said, hi, Ben.
Yeah.
But Ben's gone now. So.
Well, I guess it's Shang-Chi's not Marvel. It was printed by Marvel, but think of it like Conan, the original Marvel years. Sometimes people own things, right? Like book, if it comes from like books. So, like, that's really what I know, and it's just my guess. In the middle of a move and just boxed up my comics. 40 plus boxes to store. My Lord and Savory Omar. Which of Peter David Hulk stories are your favorite? I got volume 1 and 2s, and I'm just digging into them. Ground Zero is one of my favorite stories. That issue 371, the follow-up, but honestly, the Future Imperfect, and then the follow-up to that. Like, all of those are great. Love those.
Dog's barking.
You need to go up there.
Okay. Okay.
Please. Thank you. My oldest daughter has some friends coming over, so our dog's going crazy. And my daughter's trying to catch him up there right now, trying to put him outside. So it'll be me for just a little bit while my wife does the wife mom thing and say, hi, how y'all doing? Y'all may be able to hear a puppy. Yeah, that's Strider. Y'all remember when I used to do the upcoming collected editions and he was a little puppy and he would sleep next to me while I did it? Dude, that dog is huge. Like, he's a good guard dog. Like, nobody comes like near the girls when they're outside swinging. Like, he goes nuts. He's a good guard dog, but he's a little crazy. Hi, Omar. Do you know if Dawn of X volume? I think volume 8 is out of print right now. I can't seem to find it anywhere here in the UK. That one's out of print. They may restock that just because of how popular those Dawn of X books have been. What's up? What's up, Logical? How you doing, buddy? What? Oh, hold on. There is somebody I haven't seen for a little bit. Oh, where'd he go? There, Marvel Bab. How's it going, man? You doing all right? Omar, will they ever print an Infinity Watch omnibus? That's a good question. That is a really good question. Because, man, some of it double dips, but you know what? I bet if the popularity of Adam Warlock is up there with when the Guardians of the Galaxy comes out, what is it, Volume 3? It's supposed to have him. So, yeah, I think it meant. YouTube clearly does it keep blocking the name Fu Manchu? Is that why? I think it's the words, probably. At near mint condition, what's up, buddy? Have you considered doing toy reviews for Marvel Legends X-Men you include in your live Q&A cover picks? It's a comic adjacent and may bring in new subs to the channel. I wanted to keep it. Part of the reason why the gang started a near mint condition too, which is I think called Near Mint Collectibles, coming soon. was to separate the collected editions aspect of it and everything else over there, like the video games. And if Dan wants to do toys, that's cool. So if I ever do toys and have times to do toy reviews, I may do it over there. But as of now, I just keep this collected edition because that's what I like to talk about. When do I read the X-Men Inferno Omnibus? Well, you can read it after Fall of the Mutants and Inferno Prologue. So the way it goes, what they have collected in oversized format right now is Uncanny X-Men Volume 4, X-Men Mutant Massacre, X-Men Fall of the Mutants, which is an OHC right now. Hopefully we'll get a reprint. I did add it to our reprint poll, try to sneak it in there like I did Inferno last year. Speaking of Inferno Prologue, and then X-Men Inferno. That's when you can read it in chronological order. Now, there is a gap between Uncanny Volume 4 and the Mutant Massacre. Hey, Omar. Oh, I just missed it. Hold on a second. Hey, Omar, when do you think the third OHC of Kate's will come out? Not sure if I should wait or read the... you talking about Venom? I think, isn't that due out in January? No. I thought I announced that one already. I think it comes out towards the end of this year. Hi, Omar. You should do a milestone and must-read series videos for different comic titles. I love that milestone. And somebody was telling me that there was a milestone compendium coming out. It's a compendium, but oh well. You read it daily whilst you lament the treatment of Maddie. Poor Maddie. But she does kind of come back later on, right? Hey, Omar, do you think they'll ever release epic collections of the secondary Spidey books like Spectacular Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man? Epics, I think, will come. I think we might get an omnibus first, honestly, because we've got them in Marvel Masterworks format. So maybe, maybe we'll get an omnibus first, and then we can get some epics. That would be cool.
James, I think you're the one that could map an alpha omnibus.
Oh, dude, come on! Between you and Curtis,
you do that work. Yeah, Curtis.
You and Curtis, man.
We posted on Patreon.
Yeah. I found Kill or Be Killed Deluxe Edition in the wild yesterday. Don't know anything about it other than Brubaker, so I blind bought it. How is it? I love it. It's one of my favorite Brubaker books. It's hard to judge Criminal because Criminal is not over. It's a continuation. But for now, I think Kill or Be Killed was a solid book. Beautiful artwork. Do you think DC will reprint the Golden Age, etc. Omnibus, or maybe put out material in new Omnibus Action Comics Volume 1? That stuff has been reprinted, like Volume 1 of Batman and Volume 1 of Superman. And it came with a new cover, too. It came with a new cover. Sorry I'm late. Too much fermented mare's milk. What's up, Manuel Harper? How are you? Thanks, Bill. I appreciate that. How you doing, buddy? Uncle Omar, Auntie Melanie, the best mentees ever. Appreciate it, man. Much love back to you, brother.
Man 40, how are you? I like some post-issue 100 spectacular collections as well as some web of collections.
I'd love to see that J.M. DeMatteis run on Spectacular. Even though Peter David isn't enough for an omnibus, I think it's enough for an oversized hardcover collection. Tom DeFalco stuff, yeah.
Hey, Man 40, hopefully this week I'll put out a top 10 most unique Spider-Man moments. They're pretty unique because it has to speak to me emotionally.
He's gonna be like,
lots of them are not other
be prepared that this list will not include what other people have included.
Light the Night Part 3. Let me tell you that.
Look, freaking knows what that is, man.
I'm gonna give a sneak peek. Look at my notes. They're so messy. Ha!
Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Nathaniel. Omar, top 5 favorite DC crossover events. Top 5 Marvel. That was a lot to think about. Oh, God. Okay. I'm just going to... How about I think off the top of my head? So, Infinite Crisis is always #1 at DC. I loved it. I thought it was phenomenal. Marvel, let's go ahead and talk about... Oh, gosh, this is so good. This is a good question. Honestly, there's a soft spot in my heart for Secret Wars, the original. I do like the new Secret Wars as well. I thought that was great. War of the Realms was a lot of fun. Absolute Carnage was fun. If you had said X-Men events, I could have nailed those down. But let's go back to DC because I like the original Crisis. After a lot of read-throughs, I think I don't know if my buddy Project Viking is still here, but I started to appreciate Final Crisis. I thought it was solid. Flashpoint was good, especially that ending. That ending always gets to me. Barry Allen being the best messenger for any of you that have read that. That's a powerful freaking ending. Let's go back to Marvel and say, oh man, like I like aspects of House of M that had a lot more to do with the miniseries, and I like the actual artwork in House of M because that's Olivier Coppel, I think is how you say his name. I do like his art. Age of Apocalypse, even though that's not really a Marvel event, it's more of an X-Men event. I enjoyed that. And well, I guess one more from DC, right? Armageddon 2001, even though that ending was kind of Blackest Night. That's the correct answer. Blackest Night.
Yeah, I like Blackest Night.
Sorry, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Omar, who's your favorite Transformer artist? Jeff Sr. I like Wildman. I thought he was an awesome artist. But out of the new artists, oh man, Nick Crochet, I think. Love his artwork. One hell of a messenger. Yeah, it gets me every time, man. Hey, Omar, does your Patreon have a tier for a monthly Omni Deluxe book giveaway? Honestly, I guess I could start something like that. I don't know. Blockist Night. I'll think about that. I'll think about that. Thank you. There's my buddy. Right, yeah, come to pure crisis faith. Yeah, it took me only like 5 times of reading it to appreciate it, brother. Thanks to
all of you for the Bjorn, the Littlest Viking Saga video. It's nice to see you all together as a family for a video.
Yeah, we wanted to do that.
I will be doing a video with my oldest daughter for Mermaid Saga.
Yeah.
Because that manga, I was surprised. It's got some good fight scenes.
What are you, so Rumiko Takahashi? What do you mean, surprise? Her stuff is always solid.
Right, but I hadn't read a story like that.
Oh, you're familiar with Ranma and Maison Koku.
Yeah, and
you've not seen...
I've watched Inuyasha off and on, but I mean, that was the anime. I didn't read the manga. Is it like legit? These were legit self-defense moves is what I saw. Ooh. That's what I'm saying.
Can you recommend a Batman or Superman comic which can be read by kids? My nephew's birthday's coming up and he likes superheroes. Oh, man. I'm trying to think of a good Superman for all seasons. I think Superman for all seasons would definitely be okay for kids. And honestly, depending on the age, maybe like Batman Hush or Batman Long Halloween does have just a little bit of adult themes, but I don't know how old the kiddo is. Batman Year 2, which is the greatest Batman story ever. Said no one ever. Man, Superman Up in the Sky is good. Look, my buddy Aaron's on there. Yep. Superman Batman feels like a cartoon, so I think that would be a good one too. That's a good point, Saito. Like it feels like a cartoon. Well, I'm calling you Omni Omar from now on. Seems more fitting. Call me Omnibus Prime.
Omnibus Prime.
Oh, there was a really good question in here.
Fan art.
Omni, just finished assembling 3x4 K-Lights. What's up, Roberto Rodriguez? While watching the live chat. Lesson is time management, boys and girls. Time management. Yep. Even when you get to read, man. Even when you're reading, you got to do that time management.
Ooh, excuse me.
Dracula's appearances in X-Men and Spider-Man made me pick up too much Dracula material. It's classic horror. It might not be for everyone. I love that stuff. All right. To answer your question, right now, Cheap Graphic Novels has Volume 1. It'll go on sale next week. And Volume 2, they don't have it yet. I don't know about IST, though. Heard the Superman Clan book is good. Actually, Superman Smashes the Clan. That's a good one. It's got artwork by Goody Hiru. And yeah, that's a good one. I'm trying to think of elements that are in there that would not be kid suitable, but it's good. Dude, right? Am I the only one that appreciates Batman Year 2? Everybody makes fun of me for liking that book. And it gave us Mask of the Phantasm, right? Batman Universe, that's a good one. That's the Bendis story. And actually one of the best Bendis stories that he wrote for Batman. Batman Universe.
Congratulations, Greg Garlu.
That's a good choice. Good job, Raphael and Aaron. What did Greg Garlu do?
Oh, Mesa Koku Collector's Edition's coming today.
Oh, I hope you enjoy it, man. I hope you enjoy it, dude. I gotta go. Bye. Keep up the good work. Bye, man. Take it easy. Today, self-transforming Optimus Prime. Tomorrow, self-assist. Oh, gosh, if only. The older I get, the more I don't look forward to moving these books, man. Yeah. I know. Batman Year 1 is better. I get it. I get it. Love year 2, Batman having to use a gun with Joe Chill. Dude, that cover by Alan Davis with a gun or McFarlane? Omar, ¿cómo convences a Melanie para comprar tus Omnibus y Epics y no te cuestionen? Yeah,
I don't.
No
care.
le importa.
I don't. Or I mean, wait. I don't care. Sounds like.
No, ella le gusta los cómics. ¿Cómo se dice cómics en español?
Yeah,
Cómicos,
yeah.
cómicos, chistes. Yo en Perú lo llamamos chistes.
Because I trust you and you're really good at budgeting, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Year 3 had that beautiful George Perez artwork, though. I love it. But that's also been retconned because of Nightwing year 1. What to read before X of Swords? Honestly, the 2 books that you need to read are coming out in oversized hardcover format and an omnibus format. So that's the Excalibur oversized hardcover volume 1. I think that one is very important because it sets the stage for what's happening, especially with Saturnine and Opal and all these characters that were obscure Excalibur characters, the original Excalibur series. And then X-Men by Jonathan Hickman. That's coming out in omnibus format. And both those series are skipping the issues that are collecting in the X of Swords or 10 of Swords.
Oh, yeah, we didn't translate. Or did we? We should start talking about it. Brian was asking if I speak Spanish, and then Brian said subtitles, please.
All right.
He was asking, how does Omar convince me for him to buy the comics? Except I didn't understand that last word. I didn't know what that meant.
Without any questions.
Oh, okay.
Comics equals chistes in the 80s and 90s. Thank you. Oh, Bill, I'm so sorry, man. I lost my mother in September. It broke my heart. She had Alzheimer's. To watch your family together such a difficult period of my life, in such a difficult period of my life means a lot to me. Well, it means a lot to me that it means a lot to you, if that makes sense. I'm so sorry about the loss of your mom in September. Yeah. No matter how much time it passes, like it's your mom. You always have that connection with her. She'll always be a part of your heart.
And man. I know that's a very difficult disease.
Yeah. So. Your thumb down troll has been in, but the idiot don't realize it's still good for your YouTube analytics thing.
Is it? Like,
so it's so the way that like it works is it's still considered a watch, and it's still considered part of the analytics. The thumbs down. That's why YouTube is trying to decide to get rid of the thumbs down. I think I like it there though.
I don't care. You know why? Because I figured it out. That person to me is a he, because this is all in my head.
Oh boy, here we go with Melanie.
Is from the future, and they're spurring us on to greatness to 500K subscribers. And if we, so it's giving that little push, you got to fight back.
500K.
And then, well, I was gonna say 1 million, but how about 500K?
Okay.
And
million.
And if we don't, the time continuum is going to collapse on itself. And so if this person ever goes away, my buddy's gonna leave. What's that? What's the piece of media where the person even in their own daydreams, was it The Office? Like they're still kind of just subpar. They don't reach for the moon. It was like
it was Dwight's script.
Dwight and
Michael.
No, what's his name? Jim. And he's like, so even in your own daydream, you are not the boss. Yes. Yeah.
That's a really weird way of putting it. So let me get some questions here. Did we ever get to see
Anderson was actually 2 thumbs down for a
while. Did we ever get to see the result of that poll you're putting up? Yeah, you'll get to see it on Tuesday. Marvel already has the list, and I'm doing a top 20.
Wow, what's that picture of? What's surgery?
Looks like somebody doing surgery.
Like on a head?
Yeah.
A knee.
Should I get the Starman Compendium? I think for now it's the only way they're going to do it, because remember Hank asked me how they should do it, and I said Omnibus, and they went the Compendium route. And I think, yeah. Go. It's a great story, man. Hey, Omar, I missed to talk about the situation with Criminal Deluxe. Okay, so Criminal Deluxe, as far as I know, Cheap Graphic Novels will have it on sale next week. I don't know about IST, though. So will they I think they're already out. Obviously, I mean, some places already have them. So there's my puppers again going off. So Dying Breed Collectors was kind enough to send me volumes 1 and 2 for an overview. So I know some brick and mortars already have them. Omar, Thor by Simonson Omni is on the back in print list on Diamond's website. When can I expect those to show up online? If it's back in print, let's see. I'm not sure how that's going to work. because they can announce and say that it's going to be back in print, but I'm not sure how that's going to work if it's going moving forward. They're leaving Diamond to go to PRH. So I don't know how much more information Diamond's going to have. It's still up in the air, man. It's still up in the air. So I hope to get some answers. Let me find out about that. I'm glad that Omni's back in the, well, what they call the reprint block, right? I saw that. Oh, by the way, I heard back from my contact at Dark Horse. I meant to say this earlier. Dang it. Harrow County Library Editions, volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4 are legit coming back into print later this year. So now's your chance to get them. For anybody that has ever seen my overview of those and said, oh my gosh, these are out of print and super expensive. And Dark Horse for a while said, hey, we're just focusing on the omnibus editions, which to Dark Horse is those smaller trade soft covers. However, going back and forth between me and my contact at Dark Horse, she was like, do you think there's enough interest? And I was like, there's absolutely enough interest to do a reprint. And after a month, they finally got back to me and said, we're going to go through a reprint. I think it's already available for pre-order through Diamond. So, heck yeah, they're coming back. Congratulations. It pays to be assertive and pushy sometimes. Like, please make these reprinted. And it pays to have a contact that actually listens to you too, though. So, there you have it. They're coming back into print. Hey, Omar, do I need to read anything before reading the Uncanny X-Force Omnibus? Not really. I mean, if you want to, you can read The Second Coming, which is the beginning of that team, but you don't really have to do that. But I'll tell you what's really good, though, is the X-Force by Kyle and Yost. X-Force by Kyle and Yost. Like, that stuff is really fun. To me, that was better than Uncanny X-Force. So I'm hopefully that will get some kind of omnibus treatment. I'm a paramedic, Melanie. The pictures... Sutures on a scalp. Always good talking point. Very nice.
I wish a couple brain surgeries on YouTube. I was surprised there weren't that many. That's just fascinating.
Gabriel Lopez is asking Melanie, Omar, what is your best crossover Marvel and DC? Is it really true that an omnibus of Marvel DC it never came out? It was up for pre-order for years on Amazon. Believe me, I had it in my cart and it was in my buy cart for at least 4 years before they pulled it, and it never came to fruition.
Wait.
Or go to your room. This is how I talk to my kids. The other thing I was going to say is that as far as the best ones, I love the Hulk Superman Hulk Superman. That artwork is phenomenal, but you can't beat, to me in my head, New Teen Titans and X-Men, Dark Phoenix and Darkseid. Oh my gosh. Walter Simonson. Oh, dude, nothing compares. Sing it.
Nothing compares.
Not to that book.
Nothing compares. Yes. Oh,
yeah, I tried.
Idea, James.
I try to get Elvira, and Tina could totally pull off Elvira. Guys, he said, I love you and go to your room. I totally
do all the time. If what's it called? If reprimanding, where just a quick one, like, you need to stop it. I love you. I said they're being annoying. So balance it out with, don't do bad things, just annoying. Balance it out with, I love you.
Oh, sorry. There's a conversation, private conversation. I hate when I do that. Don't mute yourself so we want to know what's going on up there. It's just my daughter's friends are over here, and I was like, go to your room. Hey, Omar, what are your thoughts on Ecstatic's Omnibus? Solid, dude. Peter Milligan. Oh, it's so fun, especially when it's X-Force. So fun. So fun. I've never read a horror comic, but I love horror films. I want to with Dracula. What's the draw for you to horror comics? It's not scare factor, I'm sure. No. Has to be a good story and a lesson. And the best freaking library you could ever have on your shelf is the EC library collections. There's EC archives that were originally published by, there's annuals that were black and white. There's the Gemstone Publishing ones that are all hardcovers with new colors, though. So a lot of people don't like the new colors. I myself don't mind them. I think they're beautiful. But you cannot 100%. You can pick up any of these volumes that are still available. You cannot go wrong with the Vault of Horror, Tales from the Crypt, Haunt of Fear, Shock and Suspense stories. Those are wonderful, and not just some of the best horror comics you can have on your comic book shelves, but some of the best comics you're ever going to read. I'm 100% serious, man. Atmosphere is a big thing in horror. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's creepy and eerie Those archives are wonderful. Some out of print though, but and it's got beautiful artwork by Bernie Wrightson. But to me, it has to have a creepy factor. It has to have that moment of like, ugh, this is not going the way that I thought it was going to go. And somebody's always getting their comeuppance in those stories. Thank you, Vialarcrom 8 for the super chat. Messiah, Complex, X-Force, Cable, Messiah War, Second Coming is my favorite run of any X books. That got me back into comics after not reading them since the mid-90s. That's awesome, dude. And that's the next Map My X, is that era where if we were to be put in charge of mapping out these omnis from this era, how would we map them out? And it's going to be so fun. Because I could already tell you, me and Peter did not agree on a couple of things. He was like, you got Snooty with me? He's like, you keep calling it a trilogy. And I'm like, you don't know what trilogy I'm talking about, Peter. Is there any chance now that you contact at Dark Horse, we can get some Plague of Frogs HC reprints discussion going? Thank you for the super chat. That's one series that they do not want to go back and revisit. I don't know why. Like they were like, no, it was a one-time thing, and now we're focusing on the softcover editions. Mm-hmm. But let me bring that back up to her when we see the sales for Harrow County Library editions. Maybe the sales are so good that they're like, huh, maybe we should reprint some of these hardcover books. So, yeah, I'll be happy to bring it back up to her. EC Comics output was all great, even more so since it was released in the early 50s. They were way ahead of their time, right? Long before the Comics Code. There's a reason why that book was written, The Seduction of the Innocent, and the book burnings happened, and then now we had the Comics Code, which, no more decapitations on covers, things like that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I like my covers with decapitations from time to time. Please, Plague of Frogs. Oh, that would be awesome. Or library editions of BPRD. See, look, Tapsologic already knows what's up. My question regarding the Marvel vs. DC Omnibus, that will be awesome. But will they at least make an amalgam hardcover? Oh, that would be good, man. Dark Claw. Spider-Boy. Those are stories I like. I got to go get music ready for Mass tonight. Love you both. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thanks,
Enjoy yourself, brother. Everybody go and check out his channel. He has a interview, and he has a channel. Oh, go ahead.
Call Dave's channel. He does drum covers, and it's professional. And he's interviewing Billy Collins' son, Nick Collins, this week.
Yeah, and Project Viking says he has some books for sale for Plague of Frogs hardcover, so message him on Patreon. It's Project Viking. Look at the way it's spelled. And so somebody was asking about my favorite horror comics, and I have to go with the EC Archives, 100%. Like, and if I had to pick between any of them, probably the Haunt of Fear is my favorite. Adventure into Fear, that's another good book. It's 55% off right now on IST. Is Secret Empire any good? Looking to read some Captain America stories. That one seems to be interesting. That one's really divisive, isn't it? Like, people really like it. Some people hate it. Some people are like, oh, I could go without this. A lot of people criticize Nick Spencer for making the Hell Hydra Captain America, but it's part of the story. And once you read the story, you're like, oh, I can see where this went. So, yeah, I like it. I think it should be read. It's not a bad story. I just got here. I missed any major announcements? Not really. There's another Marvel Omni announcement that will be tomorrow. But if you have the Patreon, it's early access for them. The should be 2 more videos tomorrow or next week from Marvel, and then the
poll results Tuesday
with our top 20, with your top 20. You all voted. Spain has BPRD library editions. Google AIDP Integral. They look cool. Oh, I wish we get them here. How can Dark Horse get back the rights to Fear Agent? Oh, it's not going to happen. Yeah, that's something that he said will take a long time to get printed in library edition because of the rights. In regards to BPRD, the number of soft covers are out of print as well, so there's no reason not to reprint. I'll keep that in mind. Cap Reader, please check out the Brubaker run. Yes, 100%. Major announcements of announcements. That's how I do here, man. It's all clickbait. All for that click. I'm glad I picked some sleepers that I knew others wouldn't pick. Is the Planet Hulk Omnibus worth upgrading from trade paperback, or would I be fine just getting? If you like oversized artwork, so if you enjoyed, who was the artist on that? Was it Georges Gentry or Aaron Lepresti. Yeah, if you enjoy their artwork, then 100% upgrade, especially if it's still available in print.
Torsten, thanks for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat, man.
In all seriousness, who here would buy an omnibus if it came out? Type me in the chat right now if you would. Prove there's demand. And I could put a poll on Patreon too. I mean, I know not everybody's on Patreon, but I don't think if I put it on YouTube, it wouldn't be an accurate depiction because anybody would be like, oh, sure.
Yeah. Was it Pokalayan? Oh, he was also the artist on that book, right? Hi, Mom and Dad. Hey, Ace. Your mom, that feels so weird saying that. I had to go upstairs. We have our oldest daughter has some friends coming over. Top 20 with a 95% reprint rate. Probably. I mean, like I said, I always say it, and I will stress it again when I do the video that at the end of the day, it's up to Marvel to pick and choose what they reprint. I really hope Savage Sword of Conan #1 gets a reprint. Otherwise, I need to work on my resume for that second job after all. I really hope so too. Not buying Alf. Sorry. Me. No. I love you guys. You guys are so divided when it comes to Alf, which I guess is awesome. So picking only 5 on the want list was brutal. I wish we could have picked. But if I gave people 10, then the numbers would have been thrown off. Hey, it's better than 1. Remember when I said just 1 last year? Was that 2020? Yeah, 2020. Now we have 5. Maybe next year we'll expand it. Omar, do you vote on your own poll? You darn right I did. There's a specific book I want reprinted. Spoilers, it didn't make the list, but that's okay. It's about you guys and what you all want, not me. Is the Alien Omnibus coming out on time? I think so. I think that's in May sometime. I haven't gotten a review copy of it yet. Hopefully, I'll get it sometime soon. Hey, Omar. Is there a Hulk Omnibus you recommend for anyone who didn't read Hulk? Yes, Planet Hulk, 100%. I would say Peter David's Hulk, but Peter David's Hulk takes a little bit to get into. Planet Hulk kicks butt right from the beginning. And you all know that Peter Hulk is my... Peter, I do that every time. Peter David is my Hulk. So you know how strongly I feel about that. So for me to suggest another omnibus is almost blasphemous, but I think people would get enjoyment more out of... Because you really don't need to know much about Hulk. He's stranded on another planet in a gladiator ring. That's awesome. Hey, Omar, was I surprised? Some of the numbers surprised me. Some of those books really surprised me how high they were. Is the Alien? I don't know what. People keep asking me, and I really don't know. As soon as I get a book, I'll read a couple of stories in there because I haven't read some of those stories in freaking decades, and I will be doing an overview of it on the channel. Omar, at what point in the Fantastic Four Omni should I read the Silver Surfer Omni? That's up to you, honestly. Because the Silver Surfer Omnibus is the Buscema stuff. So you can read it after Volume 4 that comes out. Because it doesn't take place until after Volume 4. Omar, did you even vote for... Dude, of course I did. That was my Most Wanted. Yeah. Peter David, I could say I grew with his stories, but haven't read them, all of them. First six issues should be black and white and Aliens, but they reprinted them at Dark Horse in color as well. So there's a master that has a color and a master with black and white. So I'm interested to see how Marvel handled it. Omar, if you could only buy Damned or Master Race, which one would you buy? Oh. This is purely based on artwork, but I think Master Race would win. Like Kubert's artwork in that. If you had to pick between Avengers and JLA, one team will try to kill you and the other team has to protect you. Oh, God. Really? Avengers has a god. JLA has Superman. JLA has Batman and Wonder Woman. Oh, man. All right. JLA to protect me. Avengers to come after me. That's my final answer. I love my New Warriors. Okay, if we got Omar's Most Wanted reprint with New Mutants, we can get to Dracula or New Warriors. Actually, New Warriors, that was David's decision. That was not me. I had nothing to do with that one. That was after watching my top 10 favorite Omnis of all time that I did in 2019. He decided to reprint Kurt Busiek's Conan and New Warriors. That was all his decision. I hadn't even sent him the Most Wanted reprints from that we did. So, Martian Manhunter, right? The Avengers lose more fights. What I was gonna say, who's keeping count, right? Yeah, they'd wipe the floor with them. And I love me some Avengers, especially Kurt Busiek's Avengers. I guess it depends on who's writing the story too, right? Sweet baby Omar, have you read the Maestro? I always want to say it in Espanol, Maestro, run by Peter David. I just got the trade. Yes. The follow-up series are solid. And I'm a big fan of that. That Future Imperfect is one of my favorite storylines in Hulk. What is DC's track record for reprinting absolutes? I'd love to get my hands on Dark Victory at some point. I'm trying to think of other than Watchmen, which is always evergreen, it seems. I can't think of another series that they've reprinted recently. Oh, Year One. They've done Year One, but that was after some years. Not Year One, I'm sorry. Dark Knight. They've done Dark Knight Returns. Mr. Omar, do they have an omnibus of Annihilation and Annihilation Conquest and One Army? They do have one of Annihilation and Annihilation Conquest. I've done an overview of both of those in the modern cosmic era. Not One Army, though. Man, I wanted Batman Second Chances. Is it collected? No, that is the only place it is collected. Sorry. I wanted to read it. Honestly, I found it 3 years ago in an Ollie's for $4. Then they had a stack of them, and I wish I could have bought them to give them away or to help people find them, because I'm always trying to find books for people. Well, not so much so now because pandemic really limits where I can go and stuff. So, Marcelo, you can find out on Tuesday, hermano, what books made it to the top 20. So, is X of Swords good enough to event pick up the hardcover? I know you're an X-Men completionist, Omar. But I've heard a lot of fans disappointed regarding the event. To me, I'll be honest with you, it started off really good, really fun, especially when the search for the swords comes. It's just not what you're going to expect. If you're expecting a big brawl, a big, huge fight, action sequences, that's more towards the beginning. In the middle, when the actual tournament starts, it reminds me a lot more of the Excalibur years by Chris Claremont and Alan Davis. That kind of storytelling. Melanie went to get the door. She's coming back here in a second. So,
say goodbye.
Yeah, we're wrapping up. What did you think of ending of Falcon and Winter Soldier? Well, Amanda and I reviewed it last night. We had two different opinions, and overall, it was pretty fun. I love the speech. There are things I liked about it. But if you want to go back and watch that, we reviewed that last night. We do a review every Friday night of the Marvel shows that are coming out. Omar, please request an epic or omnibus of Ghost Rider, Danny Ketch. I am working on a list of my most wanted Marvel Omnis. That should be out sometime in May. So keep an eye out on that.
Hi, Ace.
Hey, Ace.
I'm not your mom. I'm not that much older than you. Hey, guys, go check out Not Near Mint Condition, the channel. Yep. So you can meet some new comic book peoples. Ace was on there. We were celebrating her birthday, which was yesterday, with a live chat at so if you check out that channel, you can find live chat with Omar and I and Maddie. And like I said, a bunch of Rob. I remember Rob was one of their names. Ace. I think it's Rob's channel.
Whack Comics? What? Whack Comics?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Omar, have you read some Star Wars? Yes, I have. And the one I always recommend is Dark Empire. I love that stuff. Some of that stuff is coming out in omnibus editions. Punisher War Journal. I just want some Carl Potts Punisher stuff, honestly.
Where's Sugar Man?
And you're right, Rebel by Design. It is exactly an Excalibur event.
The video is not safe for work, as James says, and Aria. That banger alert, that cracked me up. It's a very loud and colorful channel.
Omar, quickly before you go. Is Batman Demon Trilogy out of print? Oh, that's not quickly. That means I have to log in somewhere and check. I don't know if it's out of print or not.
What? You don't know something off the top of your head?
Because nobody has asked me that for a while.
Ace was saying, yeah, it's Rob's channel. Whack Comics, Lady Fantastic, Miracle Man Comics, On the Mind. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What
his
full name is.
There's our buddy, Sugar Man.
There you go. You speak his name and he appears like Beetlejuice.
Don't say his name 3 times.
I didn't have to say his name 3 times, though.
All right. Hit that like button, people. Thank you so much. Oh, sorry, my bad. That's okay. I like to... Matt Murdock, you speak my language, man. That's one I put on my list, and spoilers, I'm putting it on my list again. I know nobody else wants it. The people that were some of the people cracking me up commenting on the Knights of Pendragon, and it's awesome because I went to Twitter and Near Mint Condition was tagged. There's so much love for Knights of Pendragon from all these people in the UK. They're like, oh, I can't believe this book is coming out. This is a miracle. It's awesome. And then over here, it's like, what is this? If they're printing this, they're going to print a bunch of weird stuff. And I'm like, I hope so, because that's the only way I'm going to get an Nth Man Omnibus.
Hey, Melanie, could you give a shout out to my son, Harvey? Hi, Harvey. Is that you in the picture? Because it's adorable. And if it's not you, well, it's still a pretty cute picture of somebody. I hope you have a good day, Harvey. Aw. Every comic said Batman the Demon Trilogy back ordered on Lunar.
So there's always a chance. King Omar, what is your most wanted Batman omnibus? Let's hit that first really quick.
Okay, and then
we'll go back to that. King Omar,
it's
most wanted has to be Batman post-crisis. So starting with year 1, second chances, then reintroduction of Jason Todd. All of that is what I want in chronological order. That's my most wanted Batman omnibus. This is my first year reading. Thank you so much for the super chat. Reading comics. I really appreciate those recommendations and reading orders. Great channel and much love from Bahrain. Is that how you say it?
I don't know, but thank you.
Omar, will you order me? Okay, no, we're done. We're out. We're out, Ace. All right. Thank you everyone for joining us.
Sounds
good. For this live chat. I love doing this. It is part of my Saturday ritual. I look forward to doing this every Saturday. And you all make this possible. I love coming here, answering questions. And then if I did not get to your question, I apologize, because a lot of questions pop up to keep up with. If you have something important, please leave that in the comments below. For those of you that I asked to email me specific things, I can't remember what they were, already forgotten, from Dark Horse maybe, please email us at nearmintcon@gmail.com. Check out our
Patreon. I wrote down a list.
Check out our Patreon. It's a great way to support the channel. We got new equipment because of our wonderful Patreons. You all make videos like this possible, and I could not be doing this full time if it wasn't for you all. And for those of you that can't join Patreon, by all means, you all are wonderful for watching and liking and sharing the videos. Thank you all so much.
For this new camera.
I said equipment. That's
equipment. Sorry, I was reading comments. Okay. I didn't listen.
You never do. And again, the reprint poll announcement will be on Tuesday. X-Men reading order should be coming up. Tomorrow I'll be doing overviews of the Tower of Babel Deluxe Edition, and as well as probably try to sneak in Criminal in there somewhere. Hurry up and in the stream, I gotta go start. Sorry, okay. Don't forget to hit like on your way out.
Oh, thanks, Final Shadow. What a lot of fun.
Final Shadow, do you mind if I put your timestamps in the description of the video too to make it easier? That would be awesome, man. Thank you so much for doing that. By the way, big shout out to him, because that's a lot of work.
Oh, now it's my turn. Okay, Ibsy.
What?
I did start on the emojis.
Oh, yes, she is starting
for the live chats. I figured out how to make it 35 by 35 pixels and aspect ratio 1:1. It's actually quite simple.
Woohoo!
Yes, so I really need help with the badges. That's when you help.
We don't need those. No, not gonna do it.
If you want to in the live chat, we're just gonna make it $1. It's not a source of revenue. Okay, I'll talk about it later because we're going. Bye, everybody. Oh, wait. Instead of Stay Minty, I'm going to use the suggestion. Omnibus out.
What? No, who said that? We can't copyright that. No,
I